Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible. My screens are visible. So one screen is the mock window that I have, and the other screen is the OneNote bit that I have opened up and kept just to do some rough work. So I hope everything is fine. And yeah, once everything looks good to go, I think we can start with the session. Yeah. So to give you a brief idea of what is going to happen, we have done it thrice on this channel already. We have done a live mock solving attempt of a SimCAT. So I believe we had done one of the take-home SimCATs. We had also done an InCAT, and we have also done a CL mock. So all these things we have done as a part of. Just give me a second. Yeah. So all these things we have done on this channel. So today we are doing the fourth live mock solving session, which is the CrackU mock that we are going to take. And today we have a different challenge in front of us, which is DashCAT 10, and this is reportedly the toughest mock of the season, as has been mentioned by a lot of people. So a lot of people find Kraken mocks difficult, is what I've heard, and I've also heard that DashCat 10 particularly was a fairly nasty paper, right? So let's see how that goes. The whole experience again, I don't know. I've just heard it from a couple of people. That is basically why I'm hyping it up a bit. Maybe I'm hyping it up a bit too much. But then who knows, right? So we'll have a look at the test. We will see what it looks like, what exactly can be done, how do we react to surprises if the set or the reading comprehension passage is difficult, let's say, then how do we handle it? So all those things we will try to experience in this test, and if the test is easier than what has been mentioned, then great. You know how to react when you come across a test that is easier than what you had expected. That is most probably what might be happening to you at the cat as well. लगेगा कि cat बहुत difficult होता है, but जैसे test start हो जाएगा, you will maybe understand what it takes to crack the test, right? So once I get a go ahead, I think I'll start with the solving part of things. And yeah, I'll not be having access to my phone, or I'll not be looking at the chat throughout the entire duration. But you will mostly, if you have any query or something, it will get addressed. Non-technical queries will get addressed in the chat. So don't worry about that. In case there is any link required for any Telegram group or the courses or anything, of course, that is something that will be shared with you regularly on the chat. And if there is a poll in the chat, to make sure that you comment on the, or you vote on that poll, and you keep on uh, giving those good vibes, right, when it comes to the chat. So make sure that that is happening. Now, what exactly is going to happen for people who are watching this for the first time? What is going to happen is I'm going to attempt this mock live in front of you, and it is going to be a fairly vocal solving, right? Which means that I will start solving the test. I will keep on talking to you throughout the entire 2 hours of this test. Whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm reading, I will do it louder than what I would have done otherwise. And you will get to know what the thought process is. Why am I marking a particular answer? Even if it is wrong, it's wrong, right? But what exactly is my thought process when it comes to answering questions? And how exactly do I react to disappointment? How exactly do I react to happiness? Mostly expressions बहुत ज़्यादा ऊपर नीचे नहीं होंगे, but you will see how exactly what exactly does it feel like to attempt a question which you know that many people might not have attempted correctly. ठीक है, so all those things will basically be visible in this particular session, so to say. So that's basically how it's going to happen. I will be talking throughout the journey. No water breaks, no bathroom breaks, no tag team effort. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. I will be handling all these sections in one go, and no cuts, no edits, no nothing, right? So that this is basically as pure as a live attempt can look like. So this is basically what it's going to be like. And if you wish to check out the previous live solving sessions, do those. Do that for sure, because you will get to know a lot of things, right? How exactly do we react to surprises or situations that we might not really be familiar with. तो वो सारी चीजें होंगी. Hopefully it should be a smooth experience, and no technical glitches, no lags, no nothing. I hope nothing happens, and we finish the mock properly. ठीक है? So a word of advice: if you have signed up for the DashCats, then and this is not a sponsored video or anything. This is I have got no relation to any of the products that are there, right? But it's just an attempt to show you how exactly to react to mocks. And of course, considering the quality of the mocks, we decided that chalo, let's see, let's solve these and see how it goes. Right, so that is one thing. The second thing is, of course, if you have purchased these mocks, or if you have access to these mocks or this mock in particular, do take it, and then maybe you can enjoy the session in a better manner, because then you will know how to compare your experience with my experience, right? So that is basically what might help you. One. And second thing, if you are not a student of Cracky, you can just solve along. Maybe pause the video in between, solve along, try to see if you are able to solve it faster than how I do, or you are able to think differently when it comes to a particular question compared to how I do, and then you should be fine. I will be solving the entire thing on OneNote. So whatever you can see on the right side of your screen, the right portion of your screen, where I have written CrackU DashCAT at the top, that is basically where I will be solving. I will be doing the entire rough work. So make sure that you are doing that. Right. And yeah, in terms of the programs that we have some nice programs that are a part of the CAT master, or that are a part of the CAT 24 journey. They are called mastery programs. Do check them out. The links will be there in the description box below. The programs are now available at a highly discounted, never seen before price of 3,500 rupees only. So for 3,500 rupees, you can get access to all the three sections that are there. So all the live workshops that I have conducted, you will get access to the recordings of those, whatever are done, whatever are left, you can join them live. You will get access to all the recorded questions that we are providing the students that are there, and you will also get access to 4 live strategy sessions. So there will be sessions at 2 weekly or bi-weekly basis that are going to happen. So you will get access to those sessions as well. So make sure that you check out those programs, and yeah, let's get going with the live attempt. Let's see how that goes, and if everything is good, if I get a thumbs up, I'll start with the live attempt right away. I hope all the screens and everything is visible. I don't have access to my chat, so I'm not looking at my phone, except if I get a call saying that something is wrong with the stream, then I might look at my chat. But otherwise, for all practical purposes, I'm not connected to anything at this point in time. Okay? So as soon as I get a thumbs up, I think we should be good to go, and we can start with the solving part within the next minute or so. So I'll just wait for a go ahead, final go ahead, and everything is fine. Then I'll start with the test. Okay. All right. So I got a go ahead from Prachi. So let's start with the session. Let's start with the live mock solving. I've kept my phone on silent. I'll be solving it on this tablet, which you might have seen if you would have attempted, or if you would have attended our daily drill session. So this is what my screen looks like. So this is one screen that I will have. I will be writing on the same screen that you can see. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the laptop screen, or I'm going to look at the tablet screen. That's basically how it's going to work. All right, so let's start with the session. Let's hope for the best, and let's try to see what we get to do with this mock. Right, so DashCAT mock 10. Let's do the start mock bit. I hope it starts in the same tab. Yeah, I think it's starting in the same tab. So the visibility should not be a problem again. And yeah, I'll just read the instructions. VARC 24 questions in 40 minutes. Okay. Positive, negative marks are mentioned along with the question. LRDI 20 questions, same thing. Quant is 22 questions, normal stuff as you would get in any other mock. Negative marking for unattended questions, koi bhi nahi hai, and the normal instructions that you get. Right, so let's start this mock and let's see how what happens. Does it start immediately? I think yes, it starts immediately. So let's see. All right, so the RCs have started immediately. Let's see what happens. Um, it's too soon to untangle the arrest of Pavel Durov, CEO of Telegram. Yeah, this happened in the recent past, so it's a fairly recent essay that we have here. Push for institutions to censor, allow people to say anything. You will see a lot of hateful filth and so on. This seems to be something that I might want to solve, something that I should be able to understand. Primary concern of the author, most likely to agree with. Okay, last paragraph, very specific question. Blame the comic book, cheap and transportable, trove of infantile fantasy and psychosexual pop art. Seems interesting, right? Comic books. Okay, I might want to attempt this as well. Looks good. Question 9 देखते हैं. What is the distance between the scent of a rose and the odor of camphor? Okay, floral smells perpendicular to smoky ones. Some geometry of odor space. Sounds very interesting. It's pretty long, I think. Let's see. 13 देखते हैं. Many factors can influence whether a patient lives or dies. The quality of drugs they receive, for example, the rigor with which the symptoms are monitored. This seems to be a nice one, and because I come from a medical background, let's try to see if this is talking about doctors and medicine. Yeah, it's talking about female doctors and stuff. Let's read this and let's try to see what we get in this particular context. To start करते हैं. Let's see if I can expand the entire screen here so that you are able to see the entire thing. Okay, I'll just move this around a bit. I might have to fiddle with this again when we are doing the DLR section, but ठीक है, so be it. Whatever makes our life easy. ठीक है? So I hope this is slightly better looking compared to what it looked like earlier. Right? So let's see. Let's start with this. So, many factors can influence whether a patient lives or dies. The quality of drugs they receive, for example, the rigor with which their symptoms are monitored, or more surprisingly, the gender of the attending physician, right? Male doctors or female doctors. In data from a host of different countries, patients seen by female doctors seem to do better than those by male doctors. Okay, why though remains mysterious. One of the first studies to examine the issue was published in 2017. The authors analyzed the medical records of around 1.5 million older adults who had been hospitalized. So कुछ तो study किया था 2017 में. 1.5 मिलियन एडल्ट्स का स्टडी किया था 2011 टू 2014 के हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन के बीच में. They found that patients whose primary treatment had been performed by a female doctor were roughly 4% less likely to die. फीमेल डॉक्टर ने अगर ट्रीट किया हुआ तो 4% लेस लाइकली टू डाई, फाइन, एंड 4% लेस लाइकली टू बी रीएडमिटेड टू द हॉस्पिटल इन द फॉलोइंग 30 days, fine, than those whose primary doctor was a man. So women do better in terms of either survival or in terms of readmission or remission of the ailment. The beneficial effect on mortality is comparable to that being hospitalized in 2013 rather than in 2003. Beneficial effect on mortality is comparable to that of being hospitalized in 2013 rather than 2003. So I don't understand this part. Let's see. With all the accompanying improvements in treatments and technology. ठीक है, so beneficial effect ज़्यादा है is what I'm assuming should be justified here. Later in 2017, another study published in BMJ by a separate group of Canadian and American researchers searched for similar trends following surgery. Okay, since then other studies have made similar claims. So matlab everything is justified here. One drawback with these studies is that they are all retrospective, looking back at naturally occurring data rather than randomized controlled experiments. Okay, this could conceal any underlying factors which might be really driving the effect. It could be, for example, that female doctors tend to be assigned healthier patients than their male colleagues. Okay, interesting. In an experiment where patients were randomly assigned doctors, any such links would be broken. Makes sense. Interesting argument. To control for such effects, most studies try to account for the impact of different hospitals and procedures in their analysis, with some comparing across groups of patients who are matched for age, sex, and illness severity, as well as groups of surgeons matched by age and surgical experience. तो बहुत सारे पैरामीटर्स से अगर मैच करेंगे, कंट्रोल एक्सपेरिमेंट होगा तो शायद फाइंडिंग्स पे ज्यादा बिलीव कर सकते हैं. अदरवाइज वी कांट बिलीव दिस फाइंडिंग्स इज व्हाट द ऑथर इज ट्राइंग टू से. However, the data are sliced. Female doctors seem to do better. However, the data are sliced. Female doctors seem to do better. It seems okay. अब वो retrospectively है कि नहीं, I am not very sure, but ठीक. Past research has found out that female doctors tend to spend more time with patients, are more likely to provide preventive care, and tend to stick more closely to clinical guidelines than their male colleagues do. ठीक है, मतलब ज्यादा डिसिप्लिन होते हैं, they spend more time with the patients and so on. This could minimize the risk of preventable deaths. Okay, the benefits of having a female physician appear to be greatest for female patients. Fine. One of the papers published by the Boston researchers in April this year found that although older patients are either gender were less likely to die after treatment by a female doctor, the effect was far larger for female patients than it was for male ones. ठीक है, मतलब female patients are less likely to die compared to male patients when it comes to female doctors treating them. Part of the explanation, or maybe compared to male doctors treating them, part of the explanation may be that female physicians understand the needs of female patients better than their male peers. Female patients report better communication and stronger rapport with female doctors, for example. Whatever the gender of the physician, though, I'm so sorry about this. I just was checking if the screen is nice. Yeah, female patients seem to respond better to medical care than male patients do. This is another divide in the need of unpicking. Okay, understood the passage. It basically says that female doctors are better overall in terms of being productive, being saving people's lives, and maybe lessening the chances of getting readmitted for the same ailment and so on and so forth. एक एक चीज काउंटर करने की कोशिश की, बट हाउएवर यू स्लाइस इट सीम्स फीमेल डॉक्टर्स आर डूइंग बेटर ऑन ऑल फ्रंट्स. वन, द प्रॉब्लम वाज रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव स्टडी क्या था, कंट्रोल स्टडी नहीं था. सो फीमेल डॉक्टर्स माइट हैव गॉट पेशेंट्स हु हैव इजियर केसेस सो टू से, और हु हैव बेटर चांसेस ऑफ सर्वाइवल. तो वो शायद उनको दिए गए थे, मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दे परफॉर्म बेटर, ऐसे कुछ हो सकता है. लास्ट में दिया गया है कि नहीं, मतलब फीमेल डॉक्टर्स स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम विद द पेशेंट्स, दे आर वेरी डिसिप्लिन्ड एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ, तो ठीक है, इट्स जस्टिफाइड, फाइन. It can be inferred from the passage that relying on retrospective data to draw conclusions is problematic because understood. तो वहां पे मतलब वही ना, पेशेंट्स उनको मैप जो किए थे वही अगर इजी पेशेंट्स होंगे तो फिर प्रॉब्लम अभी तक मतलब हाईलाइट ही नहीं हुआ है ठीक से. Let's see. Such data might overlook the role of demographic factors that could contribute to the observed differences in patient outcomes. नहीं, demographic factors नहीं है, severity of illness का है. The data may not account for other factors that could distort the true impact of physician gender on outcomes. ठीक है, other factors could be more specific. Studies using such data are likely to oversee the positive effects of female physicians because data inherently favors finding statistically significant results. Not really. The data is not randomized and thus limited in scope, only allowing for conclusion of specific patient populations healthcare settings. Okay. I like 2 and 4 better at this point in time. Let's see what I can think about here. I'm saying that unka severity of illness is an issue, right? Considering any underlying factors, ये है underlying factors नहीं होता. So let's try to see, not account for other factors maybe, and limited in scope only for control of specific patient population and healthcare settings. It's not about healthcare settings as such, right? It's about other factors. So maybe I'll go for this. Weaken the argument that the gender of the physician is a significant factor in patient outcomes. क्या weaken करेगा? A detailed report showing that if male doctors follow clinical guidelines as strictly as female doctors, differences in patient outcomes disappear. But ऐसा नहीं है ना. जेंडर, हाँ ठीक है, दिस इज ऑल्सो फाइन. वैसे जेंडर का इशू नहीं है, यू आर ओनली बीइंग डिसिप्लिन, दैट इज द थिंग. न्यू रिसर्च डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिंग दैट हॉस्पिटल्स विद हायर प्रोपोर्शंस ऑफ मेल डॉक्टर्स हैव बेटर ओवरऑल पेशेंट आउटकम्स. अब इसका भी प्रॉब्लम है, मेल डॉक्टर्स का अगर करेंगे तो फिर भी जेंडर ऑफ अ फिजिशियन कुड बी अ सिग्निफिकेंट फैक्टर, तो टू आई विल नॉट मार्क. A comprehensive analysis revealing that male doctors in general tend to treat patients with more severe conditions. ठीक है, अगर ये करेंगे तो हाउ डू यू नो दैट जेंडर इज अ सिग्निफिकेंट फैक्टर को वीकन कर रहे हैं. ओके, आई अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट दिस इज ट्राइंग टू से. 3 आल्सो सीम्स नाइस टू मी बिकॉज वहां पे तो काउंटर किया है ऑथर ने. A study showing that patients treated by male doctors have a higher rate of follow-up appointments compared to those treated by female doctors. इसे पता नहीं चल रहा है ना अपने को. How can we say that gender is not an important thing? मतलब this is what the author is trying to say. So I am torn between 1 and 3. If male doctors follow clinical guidelines, the differences in patient outcomes disappear. Now this could be the one कि भाई जेंडर का इशू नहीं था, the issue was following clinical guidelines, and that does not ऐसे ना कि जेंडर की वजह से मैं ज्यादा अच्छे से फॉलो कर रहा हूँ. Revealing that male doctors in general tend to treat patients with more severe conditions. बट इससे हम लोग क्या करेंगे, इससे क्या पता चलेगा? ट्रीट कर रहे हैं, लेट्स से. I like 3 as well because 3 is what has been mentioned in the passage. Okay, we're taking some more time here on this one. I think I should mark something quickly and move ahead or not mark anything at all. I will go with 1 because 1 में gender का कुछ भी part नहीं आ रहा. Benefits of having a female patient, a physician appear to be the greatest of female patients. It is challenging to determine if female patients simply prefer female doctors, leading to better communication and outcomes, while male patients do not have the same preference. Maybe the observed differences in patient outcomes are due to variations in illness severity between male and female patients. Possible again. Improved outcomes are due to the overall quality of care provided by female doctors or differences in how male and female patients are assigned to doctors. If female doctors are better at understanding female patients, or if female patients respond better to any care they receive. Okay, it is challenging to determine how. What can we not determine? That is the problem, right? What can we not determine in this case? Let's see. Last वाला paragraph जो था, appear to be greatest for female patients, published by this thing. Effect was far better for larger for female patients. For male ones, female understands the needs of these things. Female often report better communication and stronger rapport with female doctors. ठीक है. Okay. Let's see. तो यहाँ पे बेटर कम्युनिकेशन एंड स्ट्रॉन्गर, तो कम्युनिकेशन की बात करनी चाहिए अपने को यहाँ पे मोस्टली. इफ द फीमेल प्रेफर फीमेल डॉक्टर्स लीडिंग टू बेटर कम्युनिकेशन एंड आउटकम्स व्हाइल मेल्स डू नॉट हैव द सेम प्रेफरेंस. मे बी दिस वन कम्युनिकेशन की बात कर रहे हैं. वेरिएशन इन इलनेस तो ऊपर के पैराग्राफ में हो गया, सो आई डोंट थिंक दिस विल बी रेलेवेंट हियर. आउटकम ड्यू टू ओवरऑल क्वालिटी ऑफ केयर और हाउ आर असाइन टू द डॉक्टर्स. असाइनमेंट की भी बात नहीं कर रहे हम लोग यहाँ पे. एंड मे बी आई गो विद दिस. आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर ऑफ दिस. I don't think this was a good decision to solve this, by the way. but ठीक है चलो. The passage was easier to read. If true can support, um, outcomes can be attributed to behavioral differences except if true can support. So तीन support करेंगे, एक support नहीं करेंगे. Might be more cautious in their treatment approaches, which could lead to fewer risky procedures, ultimately reducing patient mortality. Okay, possible. Adherence to clinical guidelines could lead to more standardized care, which might minimize errors. Possible again. Female doctors typically spend more time on taking patient history, leading to more accurate diagnosis, better tailored treatment plans. Possible again. By following clinical guidelines closely, female doctors may contribute to more uniform health outcomes across different patient demographics, reducing disparities in care. Disparity in care करने से क्या डिफरेंस हो सकता है? अगेन ऑप्शन टू डज नॉट टॉक अबाउट फीमेल्स एट ऑल. क्लिनिकल गाइडलाइंस को अध्ययन करने से मोर स्टैंडर्डाइज केयर मिलेगा, विच माइट मिनिमाइज एरर्स एंड रिड्यूस द लाइवलीहुड ऑफ प्रिवेंटेबल डेथ्स एंड रीएडमिशंस. सो ओके, बिहेवियरल डिफरेंस बोल रहे हैं, जेंडर की बात नहीं कर रहे हम लोग यहाँ. I am more tempted to go for D here. Might be wrong again. By following clinical guidelines closely, female doctors may contribute to more uniform health outcomes. Uniform health outcomes आएगा might not be necessary ना. You might want to disparities in care ठीक है, but it's not about disparities in care as such. ठीक है, fine. Let's mark this. Okay, let's look at the next passage. Comic book वाला है. ये सेंसर वाला था. ठीक है, ये वाला देख लेते हैं. Let's see. It is too soon to untangle the arrest of Pavel Durov, and I know that यहाँ पे fourth paragraph में कुछ तो मेरे को last paragraph में कुछ तो मेरे को देखना है. That is the thing. Fine. Untangle the arrest of Pavel Durov, CEO of Telegram. The French government has indicted him for complicity in the distribution of child sex abuse images, aiding organized crime and refusing lawful orders to give information to law enforcement. But it's too soon to talk about implications for free speech because we've already been wrestling with the problems posed by services like Telegram for many years and will do so for many to come. I just want to see if the author is pro free speech or anti free speech or trying to define the boundary between free speech and suppression. Well into the social media era, Twitter executives proudly proclaimed that the company belonged to the free speech wing of the free speech parity. But as the World Wide Web entered its third decade, the internet's scale and reach empowered some very bad actors. Clamor arose to crack down on all this dangerous chatter, which brings us to Pavel Durov. Okay. Associated Press reports that French authorities are saying that his company has refused to share information or documents with investigators when required by law. The possibility that loose moderation and encrypted messaging are empowering heinous crimes is a real challenge for free speech wing of the free speech party. This has always been a problem with free speech, of course, but the internet has given the bad guys opportunities we could never before have imagined. ठीक है, free speech को लेके कुछ hide करके encrypted information, a lot of people can make use of that. And so there has been a concerted push for institutions to censor, to hand over user data, to fiddle with algorithms, to tilt conversations in a more pro-social direction. Institutions को सेंसर करना चाहिए करके पुश कर रहे हैं. Services such as Telegram where conversations can tip from bad speech to bad deeds make this particularly awkward to answer. कैसे आंसर करेंगे इसको? But there is an answer, which is that this is the wrong question. Okay, we should not be asking whether anyone wants to help criminals. No, but whether it's worth sacrificing our own liberties to make it easier for the government to stop them. Okay, the Bill of Rights answered this with a resounding no, and that's still the correct answer after more than 200 years. Bill of Rights में क्या बोला था? Whether it is worth sacrificing our own liberties? No, it's not worth sacrificing our own liberties. तो अपना liberty sacrifice नहीं होना चाहिए. If you allow people to say anything, you will see a lot of hateful filth, but you will also see robust discussions that make our democracy stronger. So the author is pro or anti-suppression in a way. If you allow bloggers to speculate about anything across their minds, you will find they generate a lot of nonsense and also provide a useful check on distributions that are not doing the jobs properly. If you maintain spaces where people can talk away from the prying eyes of the authorities, you will make it harder for democratic governments to catch criminals and also make it harder for despotic governments to crack down on political activists. Perfect. It is tempting to say that we'll only let the good governments have those powers for good purposes. Okay, that we aren't really sacrificing an important freedom, only the kinds of freedom that no one should have. But while it might not be one short step from a Telegram crackdown to a full-blown Chinese-style surveillance state, there is an inevitable trade-off. When such powers are used, they can be abused, as even democratic governments have done when they have decided that some emergency, communism, terrorism, the pandemic required to give up some of our liberties in the name of hunting the bad people. ठीक है, तो ये मतलब पावर यूज करेंगे तो उसको अब्यूज भी कर सकते हैं. डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट्स ने भी ये यूज किया था. कम्युनिज्म, टेररिज्म, पैंडेमिक, कोई भी चीज जो उनको थ्रेट लगती है उसके अगेंस्ट वो यूज कर सकते हैं. सो द ऑथर इज प्रो फ्री स्पीच एंड सेज कि भाई मतलब सैक्रिफाइस नहीं करना है बिकॉज फॉर एवरी बैड थिंग दैट हैपेंस देयर इज आल्सो गुड थिंग दैट इज हैपनिंग. फाइन. What does the author's reference to the free speech wing of the free speech party suggest about the evolution of social media platforms? Free speech wing of the free speech party. There has been a shift from unrestricted free speech towards more content moderation. Okay. Hmm. Social media platforms have constantly maintained their commitment to absolute free speech. Okay. Have prioritized user safety or free speech. The phrase indicates that social media platforms are politically partisan. अब politically partisan नहीं होना चाहिए. Free speech wing of the free speech party. मतलब we are not right wing or left wing or centrist or slight left or मतलब कोई भी inclination नहीं है. Everybody is free. That is what they are proclaiming. Is what I am trying to understand here. So politically partisan नहीं बोल सकते. शिफ्ट फ्रॉम अनरेस्ट्रिक्टेड फ्री स्पीच टुवर्ड्स मोर कंटेंट मॉडरेशन भी नहीं बोल रहे हैं, वहां पे तक तो नहीं बोल रहे हम लोग कुछ भी. हैव कंसिस्टेंटली मेंटेन द कमिटमेंट टू एब्सोल्यूट फ्री स्पीच. आई थिंक दिस इज द वन. एंड हैव प्रोड्यूस यूजर सेफ्टी और फ्री स्पीच, वो भी यहाँ पे नहीं. लेट्स सी व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी कंसर्न ऑफ द ऑथर. द पोटेंशियल फॉर एनक्रिप्टेड मैसेजिंग सर्विसेज इज टू बी यूज्ड बाय क्रिमिनल्स टू अवॉइड लॉ एनफोर्समेंट. दैट इज नॉट द कंसर्न ना. The balance between protecting free speech and preventing the misuse of communication platforms. This makes sense. I will go with two as of now. Three देखते हैं. The inability of democratic governments to effectively control online platforms without infringing on individual freedoms. अब democratic government सिर्फ लास्ट में बोल रहे हैं, बाकी कहीं पे democratic government शायद नहीं बोला गया है. So inability to effectively control online platforms. Control नहीं करना, that is what the author is trying to say. The need for more stringent laws to ensure that tech companies comply with government regulations. ये भी तो नहीं बोल रहे हैं. So I think option 2 is the correct answer here. Let's see. Most likely to agree with. Free speech is crucial to a healthy democracy, even though it allows for expression of harmful ideas. Yes, I think the author will agree to this. Free speech is a necessary evil that must be tolerated to ensure democratic governance. नहीं, democratic governance के लिए free speech को tolerate करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Can be harmful to democracy if it is not carefully regulated. No, free speech should be limited when it threatens the stability of. No, should not be. I think this is the one. Either I am completely right or I am completely wrong in terms of my understanding of this passage. So let's see. So there is no middle path here. Either all three right, all three wrong. दोनों में से एक है. Author convey to the last paragraph. Last paragraph बोला कि भाई मतलब डेमोक्रेसी में भी जितना भी अच्छा डेमोक्रेसी हो, वहां पे भी सर्वेलेंस और कम्युनिज्म और टेररिज्म, पैंडेमिक, कहीं पे भी मतलब वी कैन स्टार्ट डूइंग दिस. So powers can be abused by the governments. That's what the author is trying to say. Governments must be cautious in using their powers to regulate online platforms to avoid excessive surveillance. Not really. Move towards regulating platform could lead to a loss of critical freedoms under the guise of protecting society. I like this. Democratic governments have a strong track record of responsibly handling the balance between. नहीं बोला कि democratic governments भी कर सकते हैं. The fight against crime justifies the sacrifice of some personal liberties even in democratic societies. No, it does not justify the liberties. One or two. Governments must be cautious in using their powers to regulate online to avoid excessive surveillance. Okay. The move towards regulating platforms could lead to a loss of critical freedoms under the guise of protect. I like this one a lot more. Guise of protecting society. Right? वो बोल रहे कि भाई हम तो सोसाइटी को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं, but that is not the case. Right? Let's go third passage. Okay, let's see what we're talking about. I can see some World War and पर्ल हार्बर कहीं पे दिख रहा है. राइटर्स वॉर बोर्ड चला गया. Comic book WWP post VJ Day. I don't know what that is. New sorts of comic books, grim and real, sadist, cynical and risky. ठीक है, so it's not exactly comic book यहाँ पे सब violence और ये सब की बात हो रही है. Hmm. ठीक है, interesting. I don't know if I should do this. There are too many themes here. World War कहाँ से आ गया? I don't understand. Except Captain America maybe. Uh, Newton had it easy. He could essentially create any visible color by rotating a few pieces of polished glass and so on, Newtonian and so on. Impediments could have been additional deeper complications. ठीक है, एक काम करते हैं, we'll go to VA first. I'm not feeling confident about anything. The crisis in California in particular has reached a boiling point. Okay, an April report by the California Legislative Analyst's Office found that the price of a bottom tier home in California is 33% higher than mid tier home in the rest of the country. Yeah, talk to me about this. Even more extreme, a mid-tier California home is 221% of a price of an average home in the United States. Average hourly wages are nowhere keeping pace. Wage rates rose a paltry 18%, where monthly mortgage payments went up by 86% from Jan 2020 to March 2024. Not surprisingly, home ownership rates have stalled for working class families. So ownership करना difficult हो गया है because it's very expensive compared to the rest of the country and compared to the way in which the salary is increasing. A lagging wage increase has led to a crisis in California, okay, which is already grappling with housing problems and inflated prices. अब ये क्राइसिस अलग है और ये वाला अलग है क्या, दैट आई एम नॉट श्योर. कैलिफोर्निया इज experiencing a housing crisis as houses have become far more expensive and unaffordable than in the rest of the country. Makes sense, but wage rates के बारे में बोला नहीं है, तो maybe I might not do this. ये incomplete लग रहा है थोड़ा. California has not seen an increase in home ownership rates due to unsustainably rising housing costs and overcrowding. Overcrowding कहाँ से आ गया? No. California's homelessness crisis has reached its peak, while with the minuscule increase in working class wages unable to compensate. Hmm. होमलेसनेस, अब होमलेसनेस भी कहीं पे बोला नहीं है ना, वी आर टॉकिंग नॉट अबाउट होमलेसनेस. सो 3 and 4 आई थिंक आर आउट. 1 and 2 बचा. A lagging wage increase has led to a crisis in California, which is already grappling with housing problems and inflated prices. वो नहीं है ना, it is wage increase का comparison is with housing prices. That is the problem. Housing crisis have been more expensive and unaffordable than the rest of the country. I am very sad in marking this, but I will mark this. But I'm not very convinced. If we cannot explain the mind and if we don't know what function it fulfills, why not just discard it? Very good. The history of science is replete with abandoned concepts and theories. For instance, early modern theories have tried to account light movement, movement of light, postulated the existence of substance called ether, supposedly fills the entire universe. Light was thought to be waves of ether. However, scientists failed to find any empirical evidence for the existence of ether. Okay, whereas they did come up with an alternative vertex theory for light. Very good. Consequently, they threw either ether into the dustbin of science. Very nice. Similarly, for thousands of years, humans used God to explain numerous natural phenomena. What causes lightning to strike? If God. What makes the rainfall? God. How did life begin? God. All over the last few centuries, scientists have not discovered any empirical evidence for God's existence, while they did much more detailed explanations for lightning strikes, rain, and the origins of life. Okay. So basically, समझ में आ गया मोस्टली. इफ यू डोंट नो देन डिस्कार्ड कर दो उसको, जैसे ईथर को डिस्कार्ड कर दो तो भी चलेगा. एंड अगेन द ऑथर गोस इनटू दैट थिंग वेयर इन गॉड क्रिएटेड द यूनिवर्स और नॉट का एक आर्गुमेंट है छोटा सा. लेट्स सी. Without exploring seemingly dead ends, we might not have found evidence for better explanations. Okay, it's acceptable to reject a theory when a better supported alternative is empirically proved. This seems to be very nice. Let's see. The theory of mind can be rejected as historically we have discarded explanations that lack empirical evidence. Okay. Unlike either ether and God, the mind remains a concept we can't discard as we are yet to find a better explanation. हाँ. I like D, but I don't really think that that will be the answer to this one. I'll be very surprised if D is the answer. 3 को भी नहीं बोल सकते रिजेक्ट करना है करके, as we have discarded explain that lack empirical evidence, तो वो भी नहीं बोल सकते. बोल सकते वैसे empirical evidence का. It is acceptable to reject a theory when a better supported alternative is empirically proved. ठीक है, बेटर थियरी मिलता है तो उसको रिजेक्ट कर सकते हैं. दैट्स व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू से हियर. ओके, ये क्या है? फोर सीक्वेंस ऑफ 4 नंबर्स. ठीक है, तो पैराग्राफ, जंबल पैराग्राफ. ओके, हाउएवर टू मच एकोमोडेशन आल्सो कैरीज रिस्क्स. हाउएवर तो नहीं बोलना चाहिए, बट कंसीडरिंग, बट आगे फिर से, टू सप्लाई अ सिंगुलर गोल में नॉट साउंड ग्राउंड ब्रेकिंग. Trying to hold on to the absolute global dominance that America has enjoyed since the end of Cold War in 1991 would be hugely expensive. Trying to hold on to the global dominance, okay? But considering that the rivalry is escalating, it is paramount that retain clarity regarding its goals. Okay, 4-2 फिर भी ठीक है. However, too much accommodation also carries risks, as various Western countries that have seen industries gutted by Chinese competition are aware. I like 4-2-1. 3 कहाँ पे आएगा मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा. 3 should not go behind 1. Okay, 3 में गोल आ रहा है तो I will go for 4-3-2-1. Not very sure of this. बराबर था ना, 4-3-2-1. What did I think? 4 is fine. 3 is fine. But considering the rivalry goals, तो गोल से गोल आया is what I thought. And however, too much accommodation also carries risks. तो accommodation कहाँ पे कर रहे हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे? ठीक है, I'll go with this. I can't think of anything but. Again, sequence of 4 numbers. Okay. Tinnitus, the perception of sounds with no external sources, affects an estimated 7 million adults in United Kingdom, 26 million America, 740 in the globe. Okay. An article in the Physiological Reviews published that 10 to percent with tinnitus. So tinnitus explain क्या है? 1 in 5 uh, offers support over reported thoughts of suicide or self harm. Okay, probably not all of the people feel as though their mind has developed a vendetta against them. So I like one to start with. It should ideally be obvious. Americans with tinnitus experience symptoms. Quality of life कम कर दिया. Also, 1 in 5 studies in a similar study survey in the UK. So 2, 3 होना चाहिए ideally. Probably not all of those people feel as if their mind has developed a vendetta against them. I like 1, 2, 3 and 4 should come somewhere. I like ये all those people है ना. I think it should be here. So 1, 4, 2, 3 देख लेते हैं एक बार. I am not sure 1, 4, 2, 3 नहीं है तो 1, 2, 3, 4 होना चाहिए. Not all of those people feel as though their mind has developed a vendetta against them. ठीक है, I think this is fine. What about 1, 2, 4, 3? That is also interesting. ठीक है, I'll go with this. What did I mark finally? Sorry. 1, 4, 2, 3. Let's see. Odd sentence out. Okay. Its task is to provide a system of generalizations, correct predictions about consequences of any change. Mhm. Its performance is to be judged by the precision, scope, and conformity with experience of the prediction it yields. Fine. It deals with what is, not what ought to be. Okay. By focusing on cause and effect relationships, it provides the foundation of predicting outcomes of economic policies. This is fine. So 1, 2, and 4, I like. In short, it is or can be objective science in precisely the same way as the physical sciences. Consequences बोला ना, predictions and consequences बोला है. What is नहीं है, what ought to be. Hmm. It is or it can be an objective science in precisely the same way sense as any of the physical sciences. क्या science क्या है? Generalizations. I'm torn between 3 and 5. Okay, I'll go with 5. Not sure of this. The earliest supply of mice for research depended on late 19th century community of hobbyists, fanciers who collected, bred, and sold unusual mice varieties. Okay, supply of mice. Majority of lab animals are mice or rats. Okay, the mouse's ascendancy was further cemented later half with the advent of genetic engineering technologies. Today, the mouse's modern prevalence was not guaranteed from the outset. Today, somewhere on the order of 30 million rodents are used yearly in biomedical research. Okay, okay. So 5 to maybe 5 to 4 maybe 5 to 4, 1, 3. बट जाएगा क्या? आई लाइक 5 एज वेल. तो 5 को निकाल देंगे तो रोडेंट नहीं चाहिए ना, मतलब बेसिकली द माउसेस प्रिवेलेंस वाज नॉट गारंटीड फ्रॉम द आउटसेट. तो यहां से आएगा ना, मेजोरिटी से 2 से 4 आना चाहिए. अर्ली सप्लाई एंड असेंडेंसी. आई विल गो विद 5. चलो, नॉट श्योर. Research, however, suggests that this conceptual metaphor causes real harm to some patients. Real harm. This metaphor causes real harm. तो कुछ metaphor आना चाहिए. These conversations shape how this thing. War metaphors are ubiquitous, which says a lot about our culture. Cancer care is not no different. Are said to be fighting a battle with cancer and judged on their fighting spirit. Hmm. ओ राइट आई लाइक थ्री थ्री के बाद बोल रहे हैं कि भाई मतलब पीपल फील कि भाई हम लोग अगर मेडिसिन ले रहे हैं तो फिर वो हम लोग रिट्रीट कर रहे हैं या आई लाइक दिस prior to World War One, the British and French empires were the world's most powerful colonizing regions like India, modern day Vietnam, and West and North Africa. अच्छा colonizing regions like prior to World War One. Hmm. The tensions were a result of many colonies. अब tensions तो यहाँ पे mention नहीं किया गया है. So थ्री में तो नहीं आना चाहिए ideally. Increased tensions between European companies से यहाँ पे flow होगा. Where they had control over the vast swaths of lands. Prior to World War One, British and French empires were the world's most powerful. Hmm. European nations. Several European nations had empires across the globe where they had control over vast swaths of lands. Expansion of European nations. I like both one and two in a way. Several European nations had empires across the globe because as countries like Britain and France expanded their empires. I don't know. I like two. Chalo, let's look at one of the passages. Blame the comic book. एक बार देख लेते हैं. Would Paul Hirsch, author of Pulp Empire, most likely to agree with? Okay. True of infantile fantasy and psychosexual sexual pop art spiced with egregious stereotypes and nativist aggression. Humble medium was for a time the United States' most ubiquitous cultural ambassador. Wow. Such is the thesis of Paul Hirsch's whatever book, an engaging account of the ways in which comics variously served or confounded official interests. Fine. Vividly illustrated and enjoyably hyperbolic, Pulp Empire tells its tale as kind of a horror comic, recounting the emergence of comic books during the Depression. हर्ष ने बोला कि drafted during World War II to play its own modest part in defeating the Axis, the Qs then cues the scary music, discharge their patriotic chore, and more popular than ever, comic books showed the world that American society was racist, gruesomely violent, soaked in sex, creating what in billion-dollar industry glorying brutality. Okay, ठीक है. To showcase heroic American efforts and represent the country's values on the global stage. Before the establishment of the WWB, WWB तो अभी तक आया नहीं ना शायद, Writers War Board. Okay, यहाँ पे आ गया. Okay. Were primarily aimed at younger audience and did not feature political themes. Progressive and positive message started to use the medium to spread hatred over time. Comic industry shifted towards producing adult-oriented content filled with horror and darker themes. I like this one because हर्ष ने यहाँ पे बोला ना हर्ष का तो यही पॉइंट है बाकी सब तो ऑथर बोल रहा है बेसिकली लेट्स सी एक बार Inevitably, WWE came to appreciate the degree to which the medium lent itself to explosive violence and gross caricatures. I saw comic books as I saw comic books as a way to fuel hatred सब किया. Depicted as helpful, Chinese and Filipino allies were visually indistinguishable from Japanese army. कुछ तो किया, same representation कुछ तो दिया. Withdrew from comic book business में से निकल गए बाहर. Did not contract. Industry contract हुआ. Industry बड़ा हो गया. And appear for adults, grim and real, not to mention cynical, sadistic and risky. Okay. WWB used comic books to showcase heroic American efforts and represent the country's values on the global stage, glorifying adventures of cowboys, detectives, bigger picture. United States started World War II. कुछ तो किया था. The pre-war audience for was mainly teenage boys. After Pearl Harbors, Hollywood ने किया reported for duty. So comic books is a way to reach and teach GIs, not only honing the technical skills but democratic attitudes, hatred of fascism. तो थोड़ा hatred की तरफ चला गया. Okay, I might go for this. I don't know. I'm getting like extremely confused with this. Patriotic chore and वो हो गया. Wait, just let me think. Patriotic chore से आगे चला गया. Freed from the constraints of WWE तो वहां तक नहीं पहुंचे हैं. Showcase heroic American efforts. Maybe no. Progressive and ये did not feature political themes. Okay, I'll go with this. If true would not weaken, मतलब if true would strengthen. तीन strengthen करेंगे, एक weaken करेगा. Villains broad generation over individual traits. Okay, fine, works. तो एक strengthen ये strengthen कर रहा है. Very few comic books change their storylines to introduce adult content after Second World War. ये तो नहीं बोला है ना कहीं पे. वेरी फ्यू कॉमिक बुक्स तो नहीं बोला गया. लेट्स सी. Prevalent social mores and prejudices of the time influence the portrayal of racial minorities. Yes. And commissioned peace and brotherhood among all nationalities and races. World War II के टाइम पे. Progressive perceptions of race, international cooperation, democratic attitudes, honing their technical skills, and very few comic books focused on, introduce adult content. I like D as well. ठीक है, let's see. Purpose of the passage, okay. Trace the transformation of comic books from child-oriented narratives, not really. Pulp Empire and no. Pulp Empire influence on how comic books, Hirsch perspective on how comic books contribute to advancing Western ideologies, not really. Influence on how comics are perceived during World War, or not really. So maybe this one is what I'm thinking. True regarding the change in comic books as discussed in the passage, except. तो सारे ट्रू हैं एक्सेप्ट, so तीन ट्रू होने चाहिए. Adapted to changing culture, social context, yes. Superhero comics become less popular, yes. Artistic style evolved to suit more diverse and mature things, ठीक है. Expanded and diversified its audience. Okay, more diverse and mature themes. Superhero comic books became less popular. Where now पासे करके दिया हुआ है. Adapted to changing cultural and social contexts. Expanded and diversified its audience. Artistic style. ठीक है, let's see. Newton had it easy primarily. Why did Newton have it easy primarily? He could create essentially visible color. कुछ कर लेता था वो. Didn't even see these questions. Primary purpose of the passage. Geometrizing is due to not really not really a very happy attempt, but ठीक है, चलो let's see. We have started the next section. What I'll do is I'll just reduce the screen size and I'll just adjust it here as well so that we are able to see the working. ठीक है, I'll just try to expand this as much as possible. Yeah, I think this should be good enough. ठीक है, URL देख के वैसे भी क्या ही करोगे. All right, ठीक है, fine. Let's see. So now let's also have this thing. Fine. Let's see. Amazon has a standard quant standard process for creating study groups for first year students. नो ग्रुप शुड हैव फ्यूअर देन 3 और मोर देन 5 मेंबर्स. आई डिड समथिंग ग्रुपिंग वाले पार्ट में in yesterday's mastery workshop, but let's see. The groups are created based on the students' academic backgrounds during their undergraduate studies on a broad scale. AC करके दे दिया है, AC1 minus. This is exactly like what we have in CAT का notification. ठीक है, fine, good. 13 students हैं हमारे पास graduation backgrounds के. Any group can have a maximum of one student from AC4. Okay, understood. ठीक है, so A B C D E F G H I J K L M. Let's try this. एक बार कुछ समझ में तो आ रहा है. I'll at least try to write down the categories if nothing else. G H I J K L M. Okay. Okay. C A MBBS. MBBS is AC1. So Bhavna should be AC1. और कौन है? और कुछ भी नहीं है ना? ठीक है. Let's see. CA ICWA CMA CS CA Abhay is AC2. BCA ठीक है, देख लेते. BCom is 3. BCA is BCA is 4. E कौन है? एकता. जर्नलिज्म is 5. F BBA is 3. G law is 5. H CS 2. I BSc is 4. J BA 5. K agriculture 4. L okay, L क्या है? BCCA and fashion. BCCA is 3 and fashion is 4. ठीक है, ये समझ में आ गया. अभी क्या करना है? Any group can have a maximum one student from AC. AC4 होना चाहिए, maximum one student. अब ये ग्रुप कितने का बनाने हैं? There are how many people? M ना, 13 people are. No group should have fewer than 3 or more than 5 members. So 3 to 5 members. ये चाहिए अपने को. And ये दिया हुआ है. How many groups we don't know. So 13 people are there, right? J K L M ना, तो 13 people होते हैं. अब यहाँ पे मैक्सिमम वन स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम AC4. 4 का मैक्स 1. Okay, Monica is a part of one group. Then 2 students from AC3 must be a part of the same group and vice versa. 4 में से मैक्सिमम 1 पर्सन कैन बी देयर ना, तो मोनिका ऑलरेडी 4 से है, तो बेसिकली मेरे को 4 ग्रुप बनाने पड़ेंगे बिकॉज देयर आर 4 पीपल विद 4 के एंड एवरीबडी नीड्स टू बी पुट समवेयर, आई एम अज्यूमिंग. या सबको सबको ग्रुप में करना ही पड़ेगा अपने को एंटर. तो बेसिकली 4 ग्रुप होने चाहिए एंड 3 to 5 मेंबर्स हैं. सो बेसिकली वी आर सेइंग दैट 3 to 5 members. Okay, I'll do one thing. Maybe my camera is obstructing some part of it. एक second, I'll just put my camera here. Right, so this is much more clear, I believe. Yeah. So 4 ग्रुप में को बनाने पड़ेंगे कुछ भी करके. So basically आई विल हैव टू मेक 4 ग्रुप्स. एक ग्रुप में डी होना चाहिए, एक ग्रुप में आई होना चाहिए, एक ग्रुप में के होना चाहिए, एक ग्रुप में एम होना चाहिए. ये 4 लोग होने चाहिए चारों ग्रुप्स के अंदर. दैट मच वी नो. एम जिस ग्रुप में होगा उसमें से AC3 के 2 लोग होने चाहिए. ठीक है, तो दैट्स व्हाट वी नो. भावना एंड लक्ष्य कैनॉट बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द सेम ग्रुप. भावना एंड लक्ष्य कैनॉट बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द सेम ग्रुप. ये दोनों के बीच में झगड़ा होगा. ठीक है. अ ग्रुप कैन हैव अप टू 2 स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम द सेम एकेडमिक कैटेगरी. तो 3 वाले 2 ही होंगे यहाँ. A group, sorry, Bhavna, Ekta, Janvi, Ishu, and Monica are the only girls. Bhavna, Ekta, Janvi, Ishu, and Monica are the only girls. बाकी सब boys हैं. ठीक है, तो करना क्या इसमें? Let's see. A group of 4 students is to be created. At least one of the students must be from AC3 and AC1. And the group should have students from 3 different ACs. At least one should be from AC3 and AC1. So AC3 में से मेरे को एक चाहिए, AC1 में से एक चाहिए, AC4 में से एक तो होना ही चाहिए फॉर श्योर. अच्छा, कैन हैव मैक्सिमम ऑफ वन, तो अगर नहीं हो तो भी चलेगा बेसिकली। बट नहीं हो तो प्रॉब्लम है ना, बिकॉज फोर्थ इज 12 ऑलरेडी हो गए हैं, तो फोर वाला समवन शुड बी देयर। एंड यहाँ पे या तो दो थ्री होंगे या तो दो वन होंगे। टोटल नंबर ऑफ डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स पॉसिबल। सो एसी थ्री में से एक होना चाहिए, एसी वन में से एक होना चाहिए, एसी फोर में से एक होना चाहिए। फोर में से एक ही होगा, या तो यू विल हैव टू थ्रीज या तो यू विल हैव टू वंस। सो फोर थ्री थ्री वन और फोर वन वन थ्री, ऐसे कुछ स्प्लिट होना चाहिए। तो फोर कैन बी डन इन फोर वेज। थ्री के मेरे को दो लोग चाहिए, बट भावना एंड लक्ष्य कैन नॉट बी टुगेदर। तो थ्री के कितने लोग हैं? थ्री, आई हैव वन, टू एंड थ्री पीपल आर देयर। तो अगर लक्ष्य आता है, लक्ष्य यस और लक्ष्य नो, अगर लक्ष्य आता है देन ओके, थ्री थ्री के दो केसेस बनेंगे, लेट्स सी। तो थ्री थ्री के अगर दो केसेस, थ्री थ्री का अगर केस बनता है, इफ लक्ष्य इज कमिंग देन लक्ष्य एंड सी कैन बी देयर और लक्ष्य एंड एफ कैन बी देयर। सो दो आ सकते हैं यहाँ पे, इफ लक्ष्य इज देयर एंड थ्री थ्री का केस है तो दो। इफ लक्ष्य इज देयर एंड वन वन थ्री वन वन का केस अगर है तो समथिंग एल्स। एंड लक्ष्य इज नॉट देयर देन लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस। ठीक है, लक्ष्य इज देयर एंड थ्री के दो लोग अगर हैं, देन वन के केस में वी हैव वन हु इज प्रेजेंट हियर, वन का सिर्फ बी ही है और कोई भी नहीं। Oh great. So B has to be there as a part of the group, right? So वन का अगर है तो B होना ही चाहिए, एक ही है B का बंदा, तो ये तो होगा ही नहीं। So B has to be a part of the group. This can be chosen in four different ways, whoever are there. And भावना और लक्ष्य का ही अपने पास एक प्रॉब्लम बचा अभी। So भावना एंड लक्ष्य के केस में if you look at it now, if लक्ष्य is chosen, let's say, तो यहाँ पे कंटिन्यू करते हैं। If लक्ष्य is chosen and two people from three have to be there. So either it will be लक्ष्य and LC होगा, या तो LF होगा, दोनों दो केसेस होंगे। तीसरा केस ऑफ कोर्स CF, राइट, टू पीपल फ्रॉम सी हैव टू बी सिलेक्टेड। अगर LC है ना, तो B को तो आ नहीं सकते, तो L को ले ही नहीं सकते यहाँ पे हम लोग, तो CF ही होना चाहिए बेसिकली। So C, F, B, and four cases. So I think there should be four cases possible. Let's see. Total number of ways that all of the members of the group are different categories, and the number of students in the group is the minimum possible. Minimum possible लोग चाहिए, मतलब three people should be there, I think, and all the members are from different categories. Hmm. So basically, I need वन टू थ्री फोर के इंडिविजुअल काउंट्स चाहिए मेरे को, चार के चार लोग हैं। थ्री, इफ यू लुक एट इट, देयर वर थ्री पीपल फ्रॉम कैटेगरी थ्री। टू के अगर देखेंगे तो फाइव भी तो है अपने पास, एक सॉरी, अच्छा फाइव आई डेंट काउंट ओनली है ना, फाइव बिल्कुल ही काउंट नहीं किया। फाइव का भी देयर ओनली वन इंडिविजुअल, बट फाइव का जरूरत ही नहीं है ना यहाँ पे, फोर या फाइव में से कुछ एक होगा। सो मे बी देयर इज अ केस जहाँ पे फाइव भी हो सकता है। फाइव का देयर इज ओनली वन इंडिविजुअल, सो आई थिंक देयर शुड बी वन मोर केस दैट इज पॉसिबल। नॉट श्योर, आई विल गो विद फाइव हियर, लेट्स सी। ठीक है, वेयर वाज आई? फाइव का एक ही है, फोर फाइव सेवन एट हो गया। वन के कितने हैं? वन का एक ही है, एज वी सॉ। टू के कितने हैं? टू के दो लोग हैं। सो वन टू थ्री फोर एंड वन, आई एम मिसिंग समथिंग समवेयर। टू के दो लोग हैं, वन का एक ही इंसान है, थ्री के वन टू एंड थ्री पीपल आर देयर, फोर के वन टू थ्री फोर पीपल है, फाइव के देर आर वन टू थ्री पीपल है, फाइव के। ओके, फाइव के तीन पीपल हैं, तो फिर वो तो फिर से चेंज हो जाएगा फर्स्ट आंसर अपना, कि फाइव इज पॉसिबल। बट फोर होना ही चाहिए ना हर एक ग्रुप के अंदर, फोर एक हर एक ग्रुप में अगर होना चाहिए तो फिर फोर हैज टू बी देयर, राइट? एक्सट्रीमली कंफ्यूज्ड। लेट्स सी। ओके, सो हर एक में से एक एक तो होना ही चाहिए, इज व्हाट वी नो, एंड वी आल्सो नो दैट वन थ्री के अंदर भावना और लक्ष्य वाला नहीं चल, लक्ष्य वाला नहीं चलेगा। ठीक है, विल डू दिस एंड देन विल मूव ऑन टू समथिंग बेटर इन लाइफ, लेट्स सी। सो वी हैव वन टू थ्री फोर थ्री। सो थ्री थिंग्स कैन बी चोजन इन फाइव सी थ्री वेज, मतलब 10 वेज में चूज कर सकते हैं अपन यहाँ पे। एंड डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट वी हैव चूजन वी विल हैव डिफरेंट केसेस। सो अगर वन टू थ्री को चूज करते हैं तो थ्री टू जा सिक्स हो जाएगा। ओके, लेट मी ट्राई टू डू दिस नाउ। वन टू थ्री को चूज करें तो सिक्स वेज में हो जाएगा। वन टू फोर को करते हैं तो एट में हो जाएगा। वन टू फाइव करते हैं तो सिक्स में हो जाएगा। टू थ्री फोर करते हैं तो फोर थ्री ट्वेंटी फोर हो जाएगा। टू थ्री फाइव करते हैं तो थ्री थ्री नाइन 18 हो जाएगा। एंड थ्री फोर फाइव करते हैं तो फोर थ्री 36 हो जाएगा। तो दिस इज बेसिकली द कॉम्बिनेशन दैट आर दिस आर द कॉम्बिनेशन पॉसिबल। बट वन और थ्री, वन टू थ्री को अगर लेते हैं लेट्स से, देन द प्रॉब्लम इज वन टू थ्री के अंदर दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल। सो थ्री में थ्री केसेस पॉसिबल होंगे ही नहीं, थ्री में दो ही केसेस पॉसिबल होंगे। सो वन इंटू टू इंटू थ्री नहीं होगा, वन इंटू टू इंटू टू होगा, ये फोर होगा। दैट इज द ओनली डिफरेंस आई थिंक। एंड वन थ्री फोर में भी प्रॉब्लम आएगा ना। वन थ्री फोर अगर करेंगे तो फोर टू जार एट आएगा इंस्टेड ऑफ 12। व्हाट ऑल केसेस डिड आई टेक, वन टू थ्री किया, वन टू फोर किया, फोर टू जार एट, यहाँ पे थ्री की जगह पे वन आएगा तो टू आएगा। वन टू थ्री वी डिड फोर, वन टू फोर वी डिड एट, वन टू फाइव वी डिड सिक्स, वन थ्री फोर अगर करते हैं सो एट आना चाहिए, वन थ्री फोर में एट आना चाहिए, वन थ्री फाइव में सिक्स आना चाहिए, वन फोर फाइव में 12 आना चाहिए, टू थ्री फोर में 24 आना चाहिए विच इज फाइन, टू थ्री फाइव में 18 आना चाहिए, एंड टू फोर फाइव में 24 आना चाहिए, सो 124 आई मिस्ड, एंड थ्री फोर फाइव में 36 आना चाहिए। आई थिंक दिस इज फाइन, लेट्स सी। सो 12 8 26 30 38 44 68 86 and 60, some 146 I'm getting, which is a very outrageously bad number. Hmm. Not sure. ठीक है, I'll definitely not spend। इसमें क्या था? Sorry, I forgot this. What is this? Number of boys and girls are equal and from different categories are there। वन टू थ्री फोर में से होने चाहिए, एंड ये होने चाहिए। नहीं, दिस लुक्स पेनफुल यार। ठीक है, लेट्स गो टू नेक्स्ट वन। देयर इज सम political party thing that is going on here, let's see। Survey was conducted, policies, transparency, popularity, I'll just remove this। policies, transparency, popularity, trustworthiness, overall score, ये तो कुछ टेबल बन गया यहाँ पे। some of the ratings are missing, 40 on 50 probability of win, कुछ तो यहाँ पे हो गया। ओके 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 ओके, पॉइंट वन, पॉइंट टू, पॉइंट थ्री, पॉइंट फोर, इन दैट ऑर्डर। अच्छा, ऑर्डर भी दिया हुआ है, फाइन। एंड पॉइंट्स भी इसके बहुत सारे अपने को पता है। सो बीजेपी एंड आप के बीच में डिफरेंस कितना है, कंडक्टेड बाय एनडीटीवी। ओके, पॉलिसीज का कुछ दिया है कहीं पे, समथिंग हैज बीन गिवन समवेयर, राइट? या the sum of congresses and BSP's overall scores is equal to BJP score। This looks nice, but थोड़ा time consuming है। Let's see if we have a smaller thing somewhere। Okay, this is also pretty bad यार। ठीक है, and now I understand। Arrested development, Breaking Bad, A B C D E F, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. 1 hour में 6 advertisements, 2 times, Parle G, Quaker Oats, whatever whatever, and 10 20 30 40 60 respectively। Okay, etc क्या होता है? चलो, distinct rank based on its total watch time, watch hours। तो वॉच आवर्स निकालना है। The sum of the total watch hours of Arrested Development and Dexter is equal to that of Breaking Bad। Okay, multiples of 5 so that you have exactly two common factors। Number of viewers and total watch hours are multiples of 5। Ad slot को बाद में देखते हैं थोड़ा सा। No, I don't like this either। Is this the last set? नहीं, 15 ना, 16। Okay, what is this? Interesting। The new store manager was tasked with ordering chocolates for the store from the wholesaler to calculate how many chocolates she had to order। She looked up a presentation made by the previous store manager and she found that the following slide, तो slide दिख गया एक। All chocolates had to belong to exactly one of the two types, varieties and sizes and locations as stated in the slide। टाइप में डार्क और मिल्क होना चाहिए, वैरायटी में दो होने चाहिए, साइज में दो होने चाहिए, लोकेशन में दो होने चाहिए। पार्शियली फिल्ड वेन डायग्राम एंड अ टेबल which contains ये number of total number of 6 piece chocolates was more than the total number of chocolates with nuts in them। ओके, मॉडिफिकेशंस तो बाद में आएंगे आई थिंक। टाइप, वैरायटी, साइज, लोकेशन। ओके, मिल्क चॉकलेट्स आर नॉट imported and dark plain six piece chocolates are not manufactured domestically or abroad. Let me think about this. What is this? Domestic B and C, यहाँ पे 650 और C दिया हुआ है. How many chocolates we have not been told. And so there are 16 possibilities, right? Dark, nuts, six piece. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 16 possibilities. Is this a four factor Venn diagram? 16 possibilities में अगर करना है, how will it work if I draw it? ठीक है, let me. ठीक है, this one or the second one I think we can try, maybe. आप बीएसपी, बीजेपी, कांग्रेस, आरजेडी, टीएमसी एंड शिवसेना. ठीक है. सो पी, पी, पॉलिसीज, ट्रांसपेरेंसी, पॉपुलैरिटी, trustworthiness, and overall score. Okay, this is fairly painful, by the way. There is a good chance that I might close this section without attempting even a single question. By the way, can't really see my next attempt coming from anywhere, but it's fine. It's okay. मतलब एक सेट अगर क्रैक कर लिया ना, आई नो दैट वन सेट 15 मार्क्स इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू बी वर्थ गोल्ड डस्ट. तो लेट्स सी व्हाट वी कैन डू हियर. अगर दोनों में से एक भी क्रैक हो जाते हैं, वी शुड बी फाइन. पॉइंट टू, पॉइंट थ्री एंड पॉइंट फोर यहाँ पे लिखते हैं. अगर वो करना है तो कितना होगा? ए प्लस इज 50 इज ए प्लस 40 इज ए. सो ट्रांसपेरेंसी के अंदर इधर 40 मिल जाएगा. बी यहाँ पे है. बी इज 20. बी इज अगेन 20. ओवरऑल 19. अब ये ओवरऑल कैसे तो देखते हैं. ओवरऑल आई थिंक मल्टीप्लाई करने से ओवरऑल बन जाएगा मे बी. फाइन, अंडरस्टूड. Then what do we have? B plus, A plus and A. A plus is 50, I know. A is 40. So popularity 50 and this is 40. And B plus क्या होता है? B plus is 30, I believe. Yeah, B plus is 30. यहाँ पे B plus फिर से आ गया तो फिर से 30 आ गया. A and C. A is 40 and C is 10. Why can't people get D here? हाँ चलो D मिल गया किसी को. C is 10. B is 20. Yeah, B is 20. B is again 20. B plus is 30, I believe. And B plus is 30. A should be 40. A should be 40. ठीक है. होप आई पुट एवरीथिंग. बी ए सी डी चार हो गए यहाँ पे. ए प्लस ये चार हो गए. ए प्लस ए बी प्लस ए. साउंड्स फाइन. फोर हियर एंड वन टू थ्री फोर फाइव हियर. ठीक है, मेक सेंस. आई एम होपिंग दैट आई हैव कैप्चर्ड एवरीथिंग करेक्टली. All the missing ratings for each parameter. All of the missing ratings are the same. Oh, this is nice. Ratings are the same ना. Oh, nice, 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 nice. ठीक है, चलो कुछ तो शायद हो जाए. लेट्स सी. एवरीथिंग इज एक्स बेसिकली. मतलब यहाँ पे दोनों एक्स हैं. यहाँ पे दोनों वाई होंगे. यहाँ पे तीनों वाई होंगे रादर. यहाँ पे सारे जेड होने चाहिए. और यहाँ पे सब के होने चाहिए. डजंट मैटर. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट डू वी नो? sum of the Congress and BSP's overall scores is equal to BJP's overall score. Congress और BSP का ओवरऑल स्कोर्स इज इक्वल टू बीजेपी का ओवरऑल स्कोर. ठीक है. वन थिंग वी नो हियर, 0.2y plus 0.3z equals 19. Sorry, not 19. 20 into point वन मतलब point sorry 2 and 20 into point फोर मतलब 8, तो 10 हो गया. तो ये दोनों मिला के 9 होने चाहिए. ठीक है. एंड समथिंग सम 5 का मल्टीपल है 10 का. 5 का मल्टीपल कुछ तो होना चाहिए ना, नहीं तो फिर प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. दिया है कहीं 5 का मल्टीपल है करके? ठीक है, नहीं दिया है. ओके, लेट्स सी. सम ऑफ कांग्रेस एंड बीएसपी स्कोर, सम ऑफ कांग्रेस एंड बीएसपी का स्कोर इज इक्वल टू बीजेपी का ओवरऑल स्कोर. ओके, अंडरस्टूड. ठीक है, बीजेपी का ओवरऑल स्कोर लिख लेते हैं. 30 इंटू पॉइंट टू इज 6. 6 प्लस 15 is 21. 21 plus 16 is 37 plus 0.1x. ये बीजेपी का स्कोर है. एंड बीएसपी का स्कोर इज गोइंग टू बी 19. ये तो अपने को दिया हुआ है. सो बीएसपी प्लस कांग्रेस का स्कोर इज 3 प्लस 12 15. 15 प्लस 4 19. 19 प्लस 0.2y, दैट इज कांग्रेस का स्कोर. दिस शुड बी इक्वल टू बीजेपी का स्कोर 37 प्लस 0.1x. ठीक है. तो ये 38 है, 37 है. समथिंग वी कैन एडजस्ट एंड लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस. So we will get 0.1x minus 0.2y equals 1. ठीक है. और क्या दिया हुआ है? Overall score of ARP is the smallest two-digit number having 6 factors such that both the digits are prime. Smallest two-digit number having 6 factors and both the digits are prime. Smallest two-digit number having 6 factors. कौन सा 6 factors वाला number? I remember 12 that exists, but both the digits are prime. अब 6 factors कैसे करेंगे? A रेज टू m इंटू बी रेज टू n. 6 फैक्टर्स चाहिए ना मेरे को. तो यहाँ पे बेसिकली वी नीड टू हैव समथिंग इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ए स्क्वायर इंटू बी. ये फॉर्म में होना चाहिए ना. रेज टू 5 होगा तो नहीं चलेगा. 32 आएगा फिर. 32 भी हो सकता है वैसे, बट लेट्स सी. 32 इज टू फार फेच फॉर दिस वन, राइट? फाइन, लेट्स सी. बट बीजेपी हैज गॉट अ गुड स्कोर. 37 प्लस 0.1 इज अ वेरी गुड. ओके, तो ए स्क्वायर बी चाहिए मेरे को. और सो ए स्क्वायर, ए कैन बी 2, बी कैन बी 3. लेट्स से 2 स्क्वायर 4 3 12, बट दोनों प्राइम नंबर्स नहीं है. ए स्क्वायर कैन बी 2 एंड बी कैन बी 5. लेट्स से सो 2 स्क्वायर 5 से तो मल्टीप्लाई होगा नहीं, बिकॉज देन यू विल गेट दिस थिंग. द प्रॉब्लम विल बी 0 आएगा. तो 2 और 5 तो हो ही नहीं सकता. 2 और 7 अगर लेते हैं, 2 स्क्वायर 4 एंड 4 7 28 विल अगेन नॉट वर्क. So I think 2 से multiply करेंगे तो the problem is my last digit is going to be an even number which is not going to be equal to 2 unless my b is also odd. So 2 square into 11 करेंगे तो भी नहीं चलेगा. even ही आएगा ना लास्ट में कुछ भी करेंगे. तो 2 unless आता है तो फिर ही फाइट, तो फिर ही मतलब पॉइंट है इसका. ठीक है. सो a cannot be 2 basically. 3 square into 2 करेंगे. So 9 2s are 18. 18 will not work. 3 square into 5 करेंगे. So 9 5s are 45 will not work. 3 square into 7 करेंगे. 9 7s are 63 will not work. 3 square into 11 करेंगे. 9 11 99 will also not. तो 3 भी नहीं चलेगा. a को 5 करते तो क्या होगा? a को 5 करने से भी इशू हो जाएगा ना. a को 5 करेंगे 25 हो जाएगा. एंड देन इफ b is 3 75 आएगा. दिस इज ऑल्सो फाइन. बट 32 इज नॉट दी, वो ना 32 तो ऑलरेडी है. तो 25 to anything, if I do 32 के ऊपर ही चला जाएगा. तो मे बी आई एम लुकिंग एट 32. 2 raised to 5 having 6 factors, so 32. ओवरऑल स्कोर ऑफ आपके सामने 32 लिख देता हूं अभी. तो मतलब आई हैव नथिंग टू लूज हियर. इफ वी गेट 0 वी गेट 0. बट आपके सामने लेट्स पुट 32 में. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे 32 कर दिया हम लोगों ने. नाउ व्हाट डू वी नो विद बिकॉज ऑफ दिस? ओके, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ऑल्सो वी कांट फिगर एनीथिंग आउट मच. ठीक है, फाइन, लेट्स. अभी यहाँ पे इसका स्कोर क्या आएगा? 0.1x, 0.3z एंड 0.4k प्लस 8 इक्वल्स 32. तो ये तीनों मिला के बनेगा कुछ तो ये. बट व्हाट डू वी गेट हियर? ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है. आई थिंक देयर इज सम होप नाउ. लेट्स सी. 0.1x प्लस 8 प्लस 0.3 Z प्लस 0.4K इक्वल्स 32। ठीक है, दिस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, ये सब छोड़ दो इसको, बकवास। एंड दिस 32 इज रॉन्ग, देन आई एम इन बिग ट्रबल, बट ठीक। 0.2y प्लस 0.3Z इज 9, ये अपने को दिया हुआ है। सो बट Z और K आ गया ना, Z और K कहां से मिलेगा अपने को? K इज ऑल्सो डिफिकल्ट। नहीं, थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है ये। लेट मी जस्ट सी। बीजेपी एंड आपके बीच के स्कोर्स ना, आपको तो 32 मिला है, इज व्हाट वी हैव मोर और लेस फिगर्ड आउट। आई होप दैट्स राइट। एंड अगर आपको 32 मिला है, लेट्स सी, एंड बीजेपी हैज गॉट 37 प्लस 0.1x, अगर x 10 है, आई एम जस्ट अज्यूमिंग x इज 10, तो ये 1 बन जाएगा। कैन आई डू समथिंग हियर? 0.2y प्लस 0.3z इज 9, सो y को अगर अपन 20 ले लेते हैं तो 4 आ जाएगा, और z को अगर 20 ले लेते हैं तो नहीं चलेगा। y को अगर 10 ले लेते हैं, लेट्स सी, इफ y इज 10 देन व्हाट विल हैपन? 2 प्लस 7 तो बनेगा नहीं। y को अगर 20 ले लेते हैं, 4 प्लस 5 बनेगा नहीं। y को अगर 30 ले लेते हैं, देन 6 प्लस z 10 होना चाहिए। आई थिंक दैट इज द ओनली केस। y 40 होगा तो चलेगा नहीं, y 40 होगा तो नहीं चलेगा। सो 30 एंड 10, y इज 30, z इज 10, लेट्स गो विद दैट assumption। y इज 30 एंड z इज 10। ठीक है, y इज 30, z इज 10। सो यहाँ पे भी वही आएगा, 0.1x माइनस 0.2y इक्वल्स 1। आई शुड हैव थॉट ऑफ दिस बिफोर। x इज 20 लेट्स से, एंड y इज 10 तो नहीं चलेगा। x इज 30, y इज 20 तो चलेगा? नहीं चलेगा। x 30 है, y का तो 30 मिल गया ना अपने को ऑलरेडी, y 30 है लेट्स से। सो 30 इंटू 2 6 7 आएगा। x शुड बी 70। इज 70 पॉसिबल? 70 इज नॉट पॉसिबल ना। तो y 30 नहीं होगा फिर तो, अनलेस आई मेड सम मिस्टेक। आई एम नॉट श्योर ऑफ दिस नो। ओके लेट्स सी। 30 इंटू 0.2 इज 6 प्लस 3 9, 9 प्लस 8 17 प्लस 2 19, तो ये ठीक लग रहा है मेरे को। 30 10 तो फिर भी सेंसिबल लग रहा है। um my calculation might also be wrong, that is another possibility। 33 टू 6 आना चाहिए, 7 तो ठीक लग रहा है मेरे को यहाँ पे, तो x 70 ही आएगा अगर ये लेके चलते हैं, बट x कैन नॉट बी 70 फॉर श्योर। अगर x 5 है तो y 20 हो सकता है। चलो y 20 लेके चलते हैं, तो लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस। इफ y is 20 then this will not work। No, something is off somewhere, I have made some nice mistake somewhere। वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। ठीक है, 10 कांट डू एनीथिंग। 11 के अंदर एवरेज वेट वॉच टाइम ऑफ ब्रेकिंग बैड। सो 42 लाख व्यूअर्स, अब यहाँ पे बहुत सारा कंडीशन दिया हुआ है। सो लेट्स सी। स्ट्रगल इज रियल। एवरेज वॉच टाइम इन मिनट्स ऑफ ब्रेकिंग बैड। ठीक है, तो 42 लाख व्यूअर्स आर देयर। एवरेज वॉच टाइम कुछ दिया नहीं है, टोटल वॉच टाइम लैक्स में है, सो अगेन मिनट्स को यहाँ पे करना पड़ेगा। टोटल वॉच आवर्स ऑफ अरेस्टेड डेवलपमेंट एंड डेक्स्टर इज इक्वल टू ब्रेकिंग बैड। सो डेक्स्टर के व्यूइंग आवर्स आर 18, अरेस्टेड डेवलपमेंट वी डोंट नो, एंड ब्रेकिंग बैड इज व्हाट वी हैव, तो प्लस समथिंग विल बी समथिंग लाइक दिस। ठीक है, तो 18 प्लस समथिंग होना चाहिए, शुड बी इक्वल टू ब्रेकिंग बैड। अरेस्टेड डेवलपमेंट का वॉच टाइम इज 24, सो 0.4 इंटू व्यूअर्स से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो अपने को ब्रेकिंग बैड के आवर्स मिलेंगे, विच इज अगेन गोइंग टू बी 42 इंटू समथिंग मिनट्स डिवाइडेड बाय 60, ऐसे कुछ होगा यहाँ। ठीक है, और अदर वर्ड्स 0.7 इंटू एम मिनट्स फॉर ब्रेकिंग बैड। Number of viewers and average watch time were the same only for Everybody Loves Raymond, which was equal to the number of viewers that Chernobyl got. Average watch time in minutes, number of viewers and average watch time were same only for Everybody Loves Raymond. नंबर ऑफ व्यूअर्स एंड एवरेज वॉच टाइम दोनों सेम थे. अच्छा, 15 निकालने के लिए मेरे को दोनों सेम करने पड़ेंगे. ठीक है. सो लेट्स से व्यूअर्स इज W एंड वॉच टाइम इज ऑल्सो V बाय 60. अगर करेंगे तो अपने को मिलेगा 15. सो V स्क्वायर इज 900, V शुड बी 30. सो एवरीबडी लव्स रेमंड में 30 30 15 आना चाहिए. ठीक है. Now, what has happened here, which was equal to the number of viewers in lakhs that Chernobyl got. So, Chernobyl would have got number of viewers as this is E. Chernobyl should have got 30 and 44. So, 30 into 44 by 60. So, 22 hours होने चाहिए थे for Chernobyl. Arrested Development, the number of viewers and total watch hours are multiples of 5. Number of viewers and total watch hours are multiples of 5. Arrested Development के लिए. Such that they have exactly two common factors. ठीक है. इसमें अज्यूम करके देखते हैं व्हाट हैपेंस. सो लेट्स से यहाँ पे अरेस्टेड डेवलपमेंट में 10 लाख व्यूअर्स थे लेट्स से, एंड 10 इंटू 24 बाय 60. सो 0.4 करना चाहिए था, तो 4 आना चाहिए था, विच विल नॉट वर्क, राइट. सो समथिंग इंटू 0.4 शुड गिव मी अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 5. सो 15 इंटू 0.4 करेंगे तो 6 आएगा. 20 इंटू 0.4 करेंगे तो 8 आएगा. 25 इंटू 0.4 आई थिंक विल वर्क. 25 इंटू 0.4 विल बी 10. सो अगर यहाँ पे 25 है, यहाँ पे 10 है और यहाँ पे 0.4 है, इट माइट वर्क. बट कॉमन फैक्टर्स बिटवीन 10 एंड 25, 1 2 5 10, एंड यहाँ पे 25, सो 1 एंड 5. सो आई थिंक दिस विल वर्क. सो 25, 24 एंड 10 शुड बी अरेस्टेड डेवलपमेंट. यहाँ पे अरेस्टेड डेवलपमेंट आपको कुछ तो मिल रहा है. ब्रेकिंग बैड का भी ढूंढते कुछ मिलता है, तो लेट्स सी. Each show had two ad slots. Ad slot तो कुछ कर नहीं सकते. It's too far fetched. 3 ads. Raymond refused to have its ads. Quaker Oats is only advertised. Each odd ranked show is followed by the next consecutively even ranked show. अब rank तो अलग story चलो. ठीक है. Now what we are saying here is Dexter 18 hours plus Arrested Development के views. Arrested Development के views are 24. 24 into 0.4. नहीं सॉरी, viewers in lakhs. 25 into 0.4 which is 10. So ये 28 होना चाहिए. 28 should be 0.7 into m. So Breaking Bad के जो minutes हैं that should be 28 by 0.7, so 40. So average watch time in minutes should be 40 for Breaking Bad. Something finally. So I think we are not ending at 0, thankfully, unless I have made some random mistake somewhere. ठीक है. So Breaking Bad 40 to 40 and 40 by 60, 2 by 3, so 28 आना चाहिए Breaking Bad. ठीक है. एंड बचा क्या? A B C D एंड F बचा अपने पास. F इजीली हो जाएगा. 45 into 32 डिवाइडेड बाय 60. 3 into 32 by 4. 3 into 8 24 होना चाहिए आई बिलीव. एंड डेक्स्टर में क्या चल रहा है? डेक्स्टर इज 36. व्हाट डू वी नो अबाउट डेक्स्टर? 18 है यहाँ पे. वेरी गुड. सो 36 into something by 60. 3x by 5 equals 18. X by 5 equals 6. X equals 30. तो टेबल पूरा बन गया. Okay, let's see. Now what happens in this case? Rank based on its total number of watch hours. So watch hours पे rank बना हुआ है. So this is rank 1. This is rank 2. 22 is rank 3. Rank 4 is this. Rank 5 is this. And rank 6 is this. ठीक है. तो ये बन गया. Now what do we know about the ranks? तो rank के हिसाब से हम लोग कर रहे हैं क्या इसको? Okay. Each odd ranked show is followed by the consecutive even ranked show. 1 is followed by 2, 3 is followed by 4, and least ranked show was aired last. Least ranked show was Arrested Development, उसको last किया था. And so 5, 6 होना चाहिए. So E and A were the last and second last. जो ठीक है, 5 and 6 were the last ones. फिर क्या चलेगा? Okay. Each show had 2 ad slots, where ad slots were placed so that the highest ranked show gets the most money and the second highest ranked show gets the second highest, and so on. नो टीवी शो गॉट एड्स प्लेस्ड फॉर लेस देन 40 lakhs और मोर देन 1 crore, 40 to 1 crore में हुआ। एंड यहाँ पे 10 20 30 40 50 60 है। 10 20 till 60, चलो ये 60 को यूज कर लेते हैं। ठीक है, नाउ व्हाट डू वी नो हियर, लेट्स सी। The three ads with the lowest budgets are not placed in the top two highest ranked shows. तो 10 20 30 तो यहाँ पे नहीं है टॉप टू के अंदर, यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे 10 20 30 नहीं है, सो 40 50 60 है इन सम ऑर्डर। बट वी नो दैट 100 के ऊपर नहीं है, तो 60 50 पॉसिबल नहीं है। तो वन शो हैज गॉट 100 crores एंड वन शो हैज गॉट sorry 1 crore and another show has got 90 lakhs, 100 lakhs and 90 lakhs इन दोनों को मिला है। अब हाईएस्ट को हाईएस्ट मिला है क्या पैसा, वो देखना पड़ेगा एक बार। हाईएस्ट रैंक शो गेट्स द मोस्ट मनी, सेकंड हाईएस्ट गेट्स द सेकंड मनी एंड सो ऑन। सो इसको तो 100 मिलना चाहिए, सेकंड को 90 मिलना चाहिए बेचारे को। ठीक है, लेट्स सी। हाउ डू आई गेट द दिस थिंग, each odd rank show is followed by the next consecutively even ranked show, one is followed by two, वो समझ में आ गया, 1 2 है। एक काम करते चलो यहाँ पे ऑप्शंस देखते हैं। डेक्स्टर इज द फोर्थ रैंक शो ना, सो 3 के बाद 4 आना चाहिए। सो ईदर डेक्स्टर इज द सेकंड शो और द फोर्थ शो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस। सो 5 PM to 6 PM, 6 to 7 होना चाहिए या 8 to 9 होना चाहिए। वेरी गुड, 50 50 यूज कर सकते हो, कितना अच्छा होता है यहाँ पे, राइट। सो इट्स ईदर ऑप्शन बी और ऑप्शन डी। चलो लेट्स सी, आगे जाके देखते हैं। हाउ मेनी शोज एयर बिटवीन टू पार्ले जी एड्स। ओके, पार्ले जी एड्स का क्या सीन चल रहा है यहाँ पे। पार्ले जी एड्स आर 10-10 लाख के हैं, दो पार्ले जी एड्स। सो वी नो दैट क्वेकर ओट्स इज एडवर्टाइज्ड ड्यूरिंग टू शोज दैट हैव अ कंबाइंड रैंक ऑफ 8। क्वेकर ओट्स का कितना वैल्यू चल रहा है। क्वेकर ओट्स इज 20, तो फर्स्ट सेकंड में क्वेकर ओट्स नहीं था, तो 8 होना चाहिए, तो 5 और 3 में क्विकर आउट्स होना चाहिए। सो 20 प्लस समथिंग और 3 में 20 प्लस समथिंग होना चाहिए। यहाँ पे क्विकर ओट्स प्ले कर रहे हैं। ईच ऑड रैंक शो, वो ठीक है, क्विकर ओट्स इज फाइन। रेमंड रिफ्यूज टू हैव इट्स एड्स एयर्ड बिफोर 9 PM। रेमंड कितना पैसा दे रहा है, रेमंड इज 30 किसी को भी नहीं दिया है, 1 2 में तो 30 नहीं है। सो रेमंड रिफ्यूज टू हैव इट्स एड्स एयर्ड बिफोर 9 PM। सो 9 to 10, 10 to 11 किया। सो लास्ट के दो शो 5 और 6 में ही रेमंड ने दिया था। सो रेमंड बेसिकली गेव 30 हियर एंड रेमंड बेसिकली गेव 30 हियर। ठीक है, पार्ले जी क्या कर रहा है बेचारा, पार्ले जी 10-10 लाख देके चल रहा है किसी को तो। सो पार्ले जी, ओके लेट्स सी, लास्ट डिच एफर्ट 190 ये वाला हो गया है ना। पार्ले जी हैज टू गिव सम मनी टू समवन, फिफ्थ इज 50, सिक्स्थ कैनॉट बी 50, तो सिक्स्थ को पार्ले जी ने देना चाहिए। एंड थर्ड हैज टू बी ग्रेटर देन पार्ले जी, तो इसको 10 देना चाहिए। एंड जो बचे मेरे पास दो, सो 3 शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 4 एंड समथिंग शुड हैपन समवेयर। सो 10 यूज किया हम लोगों ने, 40 50 60 यूज किया हुआ है। आई थिंक 40 50 60 एक एक ही बार यूज किया है हम लोगों ने। सो लेट्स सी वेयर वी कैन यूज दिस। 60 आई डोंट थिंक वी कैन यूज एनीवेयर, कैन वी यूज 60 समवेयर। इसको 60 दे सकते हैं और इसको आई थिंक 40 दे सकते हैं। 40 देंगे इसको, 50 देंगे इसको, चलो ठीक है। सो समथिंग लाइक दिस आई थिंक विल वर्क। लेट्स सी, बिटवीन टू पार्ले जी एड्स विल बी सिक्स्थ शो एंड फोर्थ एंड सिक्स्थ। सो इधर 2 या 4 होना चाहिए मेरा आंसर। लेट्स गो फॉर 2, दैट क्विकर ओट्स वाले, दिस आई शुड हैव गॉट यार, आई मेस्ड दिस अप। लेट्स सी, 20 20 वाले जो है 80 एंड 50, 130 होना चाहिए था। लेट्स सी, 6 to 7 PM I should have been able to get this. चलो, disastrous. I don't think I attempted more than 5 questions here. ठीक है, चलो let's go to next one. Start the next section. Okay, let's look at quant. So this should be an exercise in how to let go of your previous sections and proceed with enthusiasm. और कुछ नहीं है इसमें से, take away. An equilateral triangle ABC is inscribed in a circle of radius 10 root 3 centimeter. Inscribed in a circle, तो circle है. D is a point in the minor arc of AC such that ADC is an isosceles triangle with AD equal to CD. Yes, द एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल एडीसी इज पी स्क्वायर सेंटीमीटर, फाइंड 2p बाय। ठीक है, एक बार ट्राई करके देख सकते हैं इसको। So this is what we have got here. We know that ABC ऐसा है. D is a point on the minor arc of AC such that ADC is an isosceles triangle with AD equal to CD. तो ये isosceles triangle बन जाता है. We also know that these three are equal. Now, the area of triangle ADC is P square. Find 2P by root 3. तो अब ये इसका अगर वो है सरकम सर्कल है तो इसका भी हाइट मिल जाएगा अपने को. We will get the height of this. ठीक है, let's try this. So radius is 10 root 3. Now if the radius is 10 root 3, what can we say about the circumradius? Circumradius is 10 times root 3. Okay, so if this is the median altitude जो भी है, तो ये वाला पार्ट अगर 10 root 3 है, तो ये वाला पार्ट 5 root 3 होना चाहिए, because 2:1 में डिवाइड करता है. So this is 15 root 3. Side opposite 60 is root 3 by 2 times the hypotenuse. Root 3 by 2 into hypotenuse is 15 root 3. तो root 3 cancel हो गया. And so hypotenuse is equal to 30. ठीक है. So side of the equilateral triangle becomes 30. तो ये वाला बन गया 30. Now we can say that because ये isosceles triangle मेरे को यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, if I drop a perpendicular from here, can I say something about this? Let me just think about it for a second. I have a strong feeling that this is 30, this is 90, this is 60. ठीक है, let's see. But ये है तो we should be able to get it. So half into height into 30 should be equal to p. So 2p upon root 3 का वैल्यू क्या आएगा? That is the question. If D is a point, isosceles triangle है, AD equal to CD है. Should I assume 30, 60, 90 and see what happens? ठीक है, चलो इसको 60 ले लेते हैं. ये बीच का पॉइंट हो जाएगा. So this will be nothing but what will be this part? 30 है तो ये 15 हो जाएगा. तो साइड ऑपोजिट 30 डिग्रीज, अगर ये 15 है, साइड ऑपोजिट 30 डिग्रीज इज 15 बाय रूट 3. सो हाफ इंटू 15 बाय रूट 3 इंटू 30 इज इक्वल टू पी. सो 2p बाय रूट 3 करना है ना मेरे को. साइड ऑपोजिट 60 इज 15. अगर है 60 है तो, बट आई डोंट थिंक 60 है. सो मे बी दैट इज द इशू देयर. Is there any other way of doing this? Am I missing something? If I join this, then what will happen? These sides will be all equal ना फिर तो. 10 रूट 3, 10 रूट 3, 10 रूट 3. अगर ये 10 रूट 3 है लेट से, ये भी 10 रूट 3 है लेट से, और ये जो है छोटा वाला पार्ट दैट शुड नॉट बी 15 है, ये तो रेडियस हो रही है, 15 नहीं होगा ना ये. नहीं 15 हो सकता है, दिस कैन बी 15, बट इट कैन नॉट बी 15 इन फैक्ट. How can I get the circumradius of this? Area and circumradius ABC by 4R. But AB का वैल्यू मेरे को नहीं पता. A square है. A square into C by 4R should be the area. ठीक है, let's try this. एक बार देखते हैं इसको. Let's try this, then we'll let go. अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो. So ये वाले ट्राइंगल के अंदर A square into AC that is 30 divided by 4R. Circumradius तो सेम ही रहेगा, into 10 root 3. This will be equal to P. ठीक है, सो 3 हो जाएगा. दिस विल बेसिकली बी रूट 3. सो ए स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 4p बाय रूट 3. बट ए स्क्वायर इज दिस साइड, सो ए स्क्वायर बाय 2 हो जाएगा. सो साइड ऑफ दिस ट्राइंगल बाय मतलब दीज साइड्स बाय दिस थिंग. ओके, अगर इसको मैं 10 रूट 3 लेके चलता हूं, लेट्स से 10 रूट 3 का assumption इज राइट. सो आई एम गोइंग टू गेट 300. 300 by 2 should be 150. I'm not sure. 150. Let's see. Not sure of this at all. Group of 10 men and 30 women work together for 2 days to complete a piece of work. Group B of 10 men and 12 women ये वाले करते हैं 6 days. Ratio of work done by group C. ठीक है, this should ideally be possible. So 20 M plus 60W is equal to 40M plus 48W. So 12W equals 20M, or in other words, you will get जो भी मतलब whichever you want to do this, 3W equals 5M, ये मिल जाएगा अपने को. सो टोटल वर्क इन दिस केस इज गोइंग टू बी 3W की जगह पे अगर 5M डाल दिया हम लोगों ने, लेट से, तो यहाँ पे अगर 5M कर देते हैं, सो 20 इंटू 5M, सो 100M, 120M इज द टोटल वर्क. ठीक है, 120M इज द टोटल वर्क. एंड नाउ वी हैव 25 men एंड 15 women. ओके, सो टोटल वर्क इज 120M. अभी यहाँ पे 25 men एंड 15 women, 15 women के जगह पे वी कैन हैव 25 men, 25 men, so 50 men working for 6 days, मतलब 300 men worth of work किया है. और A एंड B ने दोनों ने मिला के 240M का काम किया हुआ है. So it should be 4:5. Yeah, C to B 5:4. So ठीक है, this is what we have. 15 identical chocolates are there in a row. What is the probability of selecting any 5 chocolates such that no two selected chocolates are adjacent to each other? Oh, this is a nice question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chocolates such that no two selected chocolates are adjacent to each other. Let me just think about this. Okay. So there are these gaps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gaps are there. So A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F. This has to have 10 chocolates in a way such that all these gaps are at least 1. So this is at least 1 here. So A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F should be equal to 6. So you will get 11C5 कुछ मिलेगा यहाँ पे. I am assuming. No two chocolates are adjacent to each other. Probability of selecting any 5 chocolates. Okay, let's see what happens. 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 divided by 120. So 6 7s are 42 into 11 462 ऐसे कुछ तो मेरे को दिख रहा है यहाँ पे. No two selected chocolates are adjacent to each other ना. This is the number of cases in which we can select 5 chocolates out of 15. ठीक है, total number of cases देखते हैं. 15C5 करते हैं. So 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 11 and यहाँ पे 120 आएगा. So 12 10s are 120 and यहाँ पे 21 कुछ तो आएगा. 21 2s are 21 2s are 11 2s are 2 7s are 1 by 91 कुछ आ रहा है मेरे को यहाँ पे. Not sure of this. Did I make some mistake somewhere? Let me check this once. नहीं तो फिर I'll just let me. So 1 2 3 4 5 chocolates we already have here. The gaps are 1 2 3 4 5 6 gaps are there. इसलिए A B C D E F कर दिया हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे. We also know that these gaps should at least have at least one chocolate ना. Adjacent नहीं होना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे at least one देना है. तो इसको 1 दे दो, यहाँ पे 6 बचे. 6 plus 6 12 minus 1 11C5 होना चाहिए, which is what we have done here. So 11C5 ways of selecting whatever chocolates and 15C5 ways of selecting any chocolate, irrespective of whatever we have done here. So 11C5 is 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, into 6 factorial, 5 factorial, 6 factorial हो जाएगा. So that is not required. And नीचे अपने को आएगा 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 11. 11 उड़ जाएगा यहाँ पे. 5 2s are 5 3s are 2 7s are 14. 4 2s are 4 3s are 3 3s are 9. Again I'm getting 1 by 13. Yeah, 1 by 13 है क्या? Oh, sorry. Something I made some mistake somewhere. In a school 5 classes 1 to 5, each class has 4 students. Average marks obtained by students of all classes combined is 60 marks. Okay, no student getting less than 40 marks. Mark obtained by each student is a unique natural number. Minimum sum of averages of 3 classes will go in. Too much of effort. Number of integral values of this less than or equal to 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 है. So let's see what happens here. Number of integral values of x such that this is less than or equal to 3. x को 0 नहीं ले सकते. x को अगर 1 ले लेते हैं, let's say, then what will happen? 5 to the base 10. So 0 point something and 4 to the base 10. Okay, I think I'm understanding this. सी 5x स्क्वायर हमेशा इवन होगा तो उसमें कुछ कर नहीं सकते. So for all practical purposes, we can say that log of 5x square multiplied by mod of x minus 1 to the base 10 is less than or equal to 3. In other words, this is less than or equal to 1000. ठीक है. So ये होना चाहिए. So let's see what happens here. Let's say x is 1. X equal to 1 will work. But यहाँ पे log बनेगा नहीं तो 1 will not work. अगर 2 लेते हैं 2 square 4 5 20 will work. 3 square 9 5 45 into 2 will work. 4 square 16 5 80 into 3 will work. 5 square 125 into 4 will work. 6 square 36 5 180 into 5 900 will work. 7 square will not work. 7 square 49 into 5 is a big number, into 6 is a big number. 30 into 49 will be more than 1000 for sure. तो 5 तो मेरे को मिल रहे हैं यहाँ पे, but there is this catch of negative वाला part as well. So let's see that as well. 0 will not work as I said. -1 अगर लिखता हूँ यहाँ पे तो क्या होगा? -1 square is 1. 5 ones are 5. 5 into 2 is 10 will work. -2 अगर करता हूँ तो क्या होगा? -2 में I think everything should work right. -2 में भी चलना चाहिए. -2 square 4 5 are 20. 20 into 3 is 60 is fine. -3 square is 9 5 are 45 into 2 is -45 into 2 is 180 or into 4 is 180 sorry. -4 square 16 5 are 80 into 5 400 is fine. -5 square 25 125 into 6 is fine. And -6 square 36 5s are 180 into 7 will not work. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 is my answer to this question. Should be right. Okay. Trapezium formed by these lines 3x plus 5y, 6x plus 10y and the x-axis and y-axis. ठीक है. So let's see x-axis, y-axis. 3x plus 5y equals 15. So I think दो parallel lines बनेंगे यहाँ पे if I understand this. Yeah, I think दो parallel lines बनेंगे because 3x plus 5y है दोनों जगह पे. So एक जगह पे 3x plus 5y equals 15 है. So what we are going to get is this line which will pass like this. It will pass through x5 y0 and it will pass through 0, 3. ठीक है. दूसरा लाइन पे ऐसे ही कुछ तो होगा. आई एम अज्यूमिंग 3x plus 5y equals 30. ठीक है. So x 10, 0 होगा and y will be 0, 6. तो ऐसे कुछ दिख रहा है. Now one thing is parallel sets अपने को मिल जाएंगे. Height अपने को ढूंढना है. Height is nothing but the distance between the two parallel lines. In this case, let me just think about this. This is C1 minus C2. So 15 divided by root of A square plus B square, root of 3 square plus 5 square. Did I miss something? ठीक है. 3 square plus 5 square के बीच का sum basically, which is going to be 25 plus 9 root 34 कुछ तो आ रहा है. I don't know if it is approximate or something, or did I mess up something nicely and royally? Just let me think about this. Have I got the numbers correctly? 3x plus 5y equals 15 and 3x plus 5y equals 30. Okay, let's try to see what happens. अच्छा ये भी तो रूट हो सकता है. Okay, let's look at this. 10 minus 0 the whole square is 100 plus 36. So this is root 136. What about this? 25 plus 9 root 34. Hmm. Okay, this is oh nice. Understood. और else I could have done big triangle minus small triangle. इतना मेहनत करने की क्या जरूरत था? फालतू का इतना मेहनत किया. So this is 10 into 6 60. So 30 होना चाहिए. बड़े ट्राइंगल का एरिया, छोटे ट्राइंगल का एरिया should be 15 minus 15 by 2 7.5. Gap should be 22.5. Shortcut. ठीक है. So I should not have gone into that trapezium का एरिया. It's big triangle minus small triangle. तो easily बन जाता. I didn't see it. Roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c are squares of the roots of another quadratic equation px square qx plus r जो भी है both roots are greater than 0. Okay, दोनों पॉजिटिव हैं and minimum value of ax square occurs at x equal to 58.5. b by 2a is 58.5. इतना मेरे को समझ में आ गया. b by a is 117. I think that is what we are going to get. Minus 5r by 3q if r equals 54p. ये कुछ अलग ही टेंजेंट पे चल रहा है चीजें. Let me see if I'm able to get this. अगर a को 1 लेते हैं, एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 117x आर स्क्वायर्स। ठीक है, दो स्क्वायर्स का एडिशन 117 कैसे आता है? 81 प्लस 36, या आई थिंक इट्स फाइन। सो 9 and 6 could be the roots. Yeah, of px plus qx, whatever px square qx वाले का रूट्स ये है, पहले वाले के रूट्स आर फाइन, उसका जरूरत नहीं अपने को। माइनस 5r/3q if r equals 54p. Okay, so 9 and 6 are the roots here. That's what we are trying to say. So we will get the product of the roots as r by p equals 54. So r by p का वैल्यू 54 आएगा, and sum of roots is 15 minus q by p is 15. So इसको डिवाइड करते हैं तो क्या होगा? r by minus q और minus r by q is going to 54 by 15. So 5r by 3q, तो ये 3 ये 5 हो गया, 3 18 जा 54, समथिंग आई मिस समवेयर, बाय 3q, ओ 6 बराबर ना, 18 का 3 यहाँ पे चला गया तो 6 बचा ना, आई थिंक आई एम राइट। नाइस। So these are nice questions that I have solved. I don't know what happened in DLR. I simply blanked out. Uh, but ठीक है, whatever it is, it is. Earns a profit of x square by giving a discount of 2x percent, x percent by giving a discount of 2x percent while selling an object. If the shopkeeper gives an discount of x, his profit is 3x percent. The cost price is 600. What would be the discount allowed if profit is x by 2%? Hmm. Earns a profit of 600 x percent. Na? So one thing we can say here is 1 plus x by 100 into 600. That is the profit. So this is the selling price. So mark price will be discount is na 2x percent ka. So 1 minus 2x by 100 multiplied by 1 plus x by 100 multiplied by 600 should be the mark price. अगर इस पे x% डिस्काउंट दिया है, उसका प्रॉफिट इज 3x%। अगर मार्क प्राइस पे is something of this is the selling price, this is the selling price, सॉरी, मार्क प्राइस पे मैंने डिस्काउंट दिया, मार्क प्राइस इनटू, हाँ ठीक है, अंडरस्टूड, दिस इज नॉट राइट, दिस इज मार्क प्राइस इनटू 1 minus 2x by 100 is selling price, correct? The other thing that we have here is मार्क प्राइस पे डिस्काउंट दिया x%, 1 minus x by 100, then what happens? The profit is 3x%. 600 into 1 plus 3x by 100. Will I be able to get this? Too late to think about it, right? So 100 minus 2x upon 100 minus x equals 600 cancel हो गया, 100 plus x upon 100 plus 3x. So minus 2x minus x plus x. ठीक है, कर लेते हैं इसको, चलो यहां तक आ गए तो लेट्स डू। Not the right attitude, but whatever it is, it is right. 300x minus 200x is plus 100x, and you have minus 6x square equals, again you'll get 10,000 thankfully, and minus x square, सर ये मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। now what will happen, ये दोनों कैंसिल हो जाएंगे thankfully, very good. So 5x square equals 100x, and x equals 20. So 20% का डिस्काउंट है, इतना मैंने तो पता चला। if the profit is 10%, 10% का प्रॉफिट है तो 660 पे मैं बेच सकता हूँ। so my mark price 20 by 100 1.05, 20% ना 6, तो 720 होना चाहिए, एंड 720 में कितना डिस्काउंट देने के बाद 720 बन रहा है? 40% डिस्काउंट देने के बाद 720 बन रहा है, 40% डिस्काउंट, सो दिस इज 60%। सो 1200 रुपए का सेलिंग प्राइस होना चाहिए, 1200 रुपए में 540 का डिस्काउंट दे सकता हूँ। या ओके, evaporation on moon happens 8 times slower than earth for the same weight. Oh, I think we'll do some quick fast questions now. Let's see the two digit numbers 2a b9 c3 cd e3 are in an ap. Okay, such that the sum of 2a and e3 is 90. Find the sum of the n terms of the series where n is a plus b plus c plus d plus e. Okay, nice. ap na, so 10b plus 9 equals 10c plus d, sorry, plus 10c plus d equals 20 plus a plus 10e plus 3, such that the sum of 2a plus 10e is e3 is 90. ये 90 होगा। अच्छा, 2a plus dash 3 is 90 ना, तो a 7 हो गया ना, तो 27 हो गया, एंड e3 शुड बी 63, तो ये दो बचे अपने पास समथिंग 9, सो दिस शुड एंड इन अ 1 अगर 90 करना है तो। एंड देन वी नो दैट 27 के बाद अगर 39 आता है, 39 plus 51, yeah, this will work. What is the, where n is a plus b plus c plus d plus e, n terms of the series निकालना है मेरे को, okay, where n is a plus b plus c plus d plus e, so 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 6 16, 16 plus 6 22 terms of the series निकालना है मेरे को सम। So okay, t22 क्या होगा, 27 plus n minus 1 11 into 12 132 plus 27 159 plus the first term 27 into 11, this should be my answer. So 159 69 79 89 186 into 11 होना चाहिए, so something that ends in a 6, maybe I'll go with this, I don't know if this is the answer, but ठीक है, देखते जो भी। A shop has the same price for a particular kind of cloth. Two customers came. First customer bought four shirts and two pants and got a discount worth two handkerchiefs. Four handkerchiefs. Paid the same amount. Difference between the price of six pants and six shirts. ठीक है? So four shirts plus two pants minus two handkerchiefs is equal to two shirts plus four pants plus four handkerchiefs minus four handkerchiefs. Six pants minus six shirts is 120. So pant minus shirt is 20. One handkerchief ka price. Let's see. So we are going to get, I think this is fine. So 2p minus 2s is equal to 2h. So p minus s equal to h. So 20 should be handkerchief. Sum of the two largest divisors of a number n is 492 and the sum of the two smallest divisors is 12. Two largest divisors is 492. 492 क्या होता है? सम ऑफ द टू स्मॉलेस्ट डिवाइजर्स इज 12 ना। देखो सबसे छोटा डिवाइजर तो 1 ही होगा, तो 1 एंड 11 आर टू डिवाइजर्स दैट आर देयर फॉर श्योर। लार्जेस्ट डिवाइजर्स मतलब द नंबर प्लस 1 लेस देन दैट, तो क्या मिलेगा मेरे को यहाँ पे 11 का कुछ मल्टीपल होना चाहिए नंबर। 11 का कोई मल्टीपल है एंड 2 3 4 कुछ भी नहीं है, सो लेट्स से आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 11 इंटू 13। सो 11 इंटू 13 अगर हम लोग करते हैं, व्हाट आर वी गोइंग टू गेट, 11 13 143 एंड दैट्स इट राइट। 143 492, 492 में एक नंबर है जो 11 का फैक्टर है। ठीक है, ट्राई दिस फॉर सम 30 सेकंड्स, नहीं आया तो ठीक है छोड़ देंगे। एक और फैक्टर होना चाहिए, प्राइम फैक्टर इज व्हाट आई एम अज्यूमिंग। 1 11 13 17 अगर करते हैं, सो 17 13 11 बहुत बड़ा नंबर हो जाएगा, सो दैट इज नॉट व्हाट आई एम लुकिंग एट। 1 13 17 तो नहीं होगा। टू स्मॉलेस्ट डिवाइजर्स इज 12, सो 111 आई एम कन्विंस्ड दैट 111 होना चाहिए। So let's see what happens. 111, 121, 1331. Won't work. I don't know this. So शर्ट मेकिंग फैक्ट्री सो मेनी वन थर्ड पीपल स्ट्राइक पे चले गए, बाकी लोग हाफ एफिशिएंसी से काम किए बेचारे. वन थर्ड फिर से ज्वाइंड द स्ट्राइक एंड रिमेनिंग वर्क विथ 50 बाय मोर एफिशिएंसी. दिस साउंड्स इंटरेस्टिंग बट वी लुक एट इट लेटर. Anil borrows 15 lakhs from a bank at 10% interest compounded annually and pays back in 5 equal installments, paying each installment at the end of each year. He invests 8 lakh rupees in one scheme at the end of first year, which gives him 10% returns compounded annually for this thing. थर्ड ईयर में कुछ तो किया, टाइम पास किया, एब्सोल्यूट अमाउंट ऑफ गेन और लॉस. दिस इज स्लाइटली पेनफुल. Abhi and Birju are 20 kilometers apart and start rowing towards each other with Abhi rowing upstream and Birju rowing downstream. Okay. If Birju starts an hour after Abhi starts rowing, at the same time Abhi accidentally drops his hat in the river, they both meet 1 hour and 30 minutes after Abhi starts rowing. So Abhi has been traveling for they both meet 1 hour and 30 minutes after Abhi starts rowing. So Abhi has been rowing for 1 hour 30 minutes. Birju should have been rowing for 30 minutes. So ये 1 hour 30 minutes चल रहा है 1.5 hours और ये तो 0.5 hours ही चल रहा है. That's basically when they meet. ठीक है. Effectively if you look at it, इसका speed is going to be boat plus stream and इसका speed is go P plus P और Q दिया हुआ है ना, P plus Q and इसका speed is going to be Q plus P. No, I too much of effort here. 9y plus 2q. Can I see some nice number here? P and Q are co-primes. 9 twos are 18, 2 threes are 6, 24. 9 twos are 18, Q1 possible. 9 twos are 9 threes are 27, 2 1. 9 twos are 18, 11 नहीं चलेगा. 9 threes are 27, 33 and 2 भी चलेगा. It is also fine. ठीक है. So can't clear response. A banana vendor trades in such a manner that the cost price of 3 dozen bananas is the same as the marked price of 1 dozen bananas. So cost price of 3 dozen bananas is same as the marked price of 1 dozen bananas. So let's say 1 dozen bananas ka marked price is 3x. So cost price of 3 dozen bananas CP is 3x. So 1 dozen ka CP is x. If he gives an x% discount, and if it's x, आगे क्या पे, he will earn a profit of x%. ठीक है. So I can see this 150 and 100 का combination somehow because 100, 150 and 120. So 20% discount is 20% profit. So that is intuitively. Calculate the profit percentage if x by 2% discount is given on each dozen bananas. X by 2%. मतलब 20 की जगह पे अगर 10% डिस्काउंट दे दिया देन 35% प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए. 20% डिस्काउंट या 20% प्रॉफिट को 10% डिस्काउंट दिए. What am I missing here? 35% होना चाहिए. 35 can't see anywhere here. ठीक है, doesn't matter. Okay, some log. Let's see. 72 to the base 11 is b. So 11 raised to b is 72 that we can see here. And 4 raised to log 2 to the base 11 equals 16 raised to a by 4. So एक चीज ये कर सकते हैं, log 2 to the base 11 is going to be equal to 4 square है ना, 2a by 4 और a by 2 हो जाएगा ये. So 11 raised to a by 2 is going to be equal to 2. So 11 raised to b is 72, 11 raised to a by 2 is 2. 1 by 11 raised to what is 18. ठीक है, 18 निकालना है. सो अगर इसको स्क्वायर कर दिया अपन ने, ठीक है, स्क्वायर करते हैं इसको. 11 रेज टू ए विल बी इक्वल टू 4. सो 18 निकालना है तो 11 रेज टू बी माइनस ए विल बी इक्वल टू 18. डिवाइड करते हैं अपन सीधा सीधा. ठीक है. 11 रेज टू बी माइनस ए इज इक्वल टू 18. द क्वेश्चन इज 1 by 11 रेज टू व्हाट गिव्स मी 18 एज द आंसर. ठीक है. सो 11 रेज टू ए माइनस बी ठीक है, 11 raised to a minus b should give me 18. So this should be my answer. Mr. Roy distributes 21 chocolates to three children, three getting at least one chocolate each. With the probability that Akash receives more chocolates than Priya, who receives more chocolates than Riddhi, is a by b. Find the value of b by a. ठीक है. So this is still fine. 21 chocolates ना. So a plus b plus c is 21. All three equal will be one case. Exactly two equal will be how many cases? Three into um, exactly equal ना. So 0 0 21 will work. 1 1 21 से लेके 10 10 1 तक विल वर्क. सो 11 केसेस, उनमें से एक केस ऑलरेडी लिया हुआ है, सो 10 केसेस. सो 3 इंटू 10 30 के केसेस वहां पे निकल जाएंगे. टोटल केसेस इज 22 C2 23 C2. सो 23 इंटू 22 बाय 2 11 जार 253 केसेस है, जिसमें से 31 केसेस चले गए हैं. मेरे पास बचे 222 केसेस. डिवाइडेड बाय 6 करेंगे, यू विल गेट 74. नहीं सॉरी, नॉट 74, 37. 37 केसेस मेरे को मिलेंगे यहाँ पे. So 37 out of 253. 37 by 253 एंड कोपराई में होनी चाहिए 222 है ना क्या. 37 by 253. फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ b minus a. 253 minus 37 216 I believe. Okay, नहीं चला 216. Did I miss something somewhere? अच्छा, 3 getting at least one chocolate each. Nicely, I forgot about that condition. So a plus b plus c should be equal to 18. I didn't read it properly. My bad. A plus b plus c is 18. That's what we have. I'll just start again. A plus b plus c is 18. सबको एटलीस्ट एक तो दे रहे हैं ना हम लोग. उसके बाद वी कैन स्टार्ट विद दिस. Now in this particular context, what we are saying is all three getting the same chocolate will be done in exactly one way. Two getting the same, one will be different, will be done from 0 to 9. That is 10 ways. जिसमें से एक ऑलरेडी ले लिया तो 9 ways. 0 to 9, right? That is 10 ways. एक ऑलरेडी लिया हुआ है तो 9 ways. 9 into 3 should be 27. So 27 already accounted for. 20 C2 is left. 20 to 19 190 हो गया. 190 में से 28 निकाल दिया तो you are left with 162. And 162 divided by 6 is going to be 6 2s are 12, 6 7s are 42. So 27 divided by 190. That is what we're looking at. So the gap between these two is 153, 163. Yeah, 163. Perfect. School has only two classes, class A and class B, 160 students. A has 3 times as many boys as girls. B has boys and girls is equal. When all girls are shifted to class A, the original ratio of the strength. ठीक है, I think we can do this. Story seems fine. So पहले A B से शुरू करते हैं. दो ही क्लासेस हैं. Total of 160 students, boys और girls हैं. So class A has 3 times as many boys as they have girls. So x and 3x हो जाएगा. Class B के अंदर number of boys and girls is equal, तो यहाँ पे y कर देते हैं. When all the girls of class A are shifted to class B, so यहाँ पे क्या होता है? Let's write the other case. All the girls are shifted to class B, so यहाँ पे y plus x हो जाएगा. ठीक है. And half of the boys of class B are shifted to class A, तो ये y by 2 हो जाएगा और यहाँ पे हो जाएगा 3x plus y by 2 और यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं बचेगा, 0 बचेगा यहाँ पे. The strength of class A and B remains the same. ठीक है. So 3x plus y by 2. So x is equal to y by 2 in a way. The original ratio remains the same. ठीक है. So original ratio was 4x is to 2y और 2x is to y, ये ओरिजिनल रेशियो था. सो आई एम सेइंग दैट 3x plus y by 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 3y by 2 plus x is equal to 2x by y, ये अपने को मिलेगा. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट कैन वी सी? रेशियो सेम रह रहा है ना यहाँ पे. आई थिंक वी आर ऑन द राइट ट्रैक. ठीक है, लेट्स सी. So 3xy plus y square by 2 is equal to 2x into 3y by 2 will be 3xy again. Very good. And 2x square. So 3xy cancel हो जाएगा. You will get y equals 2x. Y equal to 2x मिल जाएगा. Fine. And वो वहां से मिलता. Y by 2 equal to x से ही शायद मिल जाता अपने. So y equal to 2x मिल जाएगा. Now class is created with 80 new students such that sorry, what is the ratio of girls to boys to ensure that total of boys and girls in the school is equal? Okay. Y equal to 2x आ रहा है and we know that total is 160. सो y इक्वल टू 2x, सो 2x प्लस 2x 4x हो जाएगा, ये 4x हो जाएगा. सो बेसिकली वी हैव 80 स्टूडेंट्स हियर, 80 स्टूडेंट्स हियर, एंड वी न्यू दैट 60 बॉयज हैं यहाँ पे और 20 गर्ल्स हैं यहाँ पे, और यहाँ पे 40 और 40 है. सो द गैप बिटवीन द बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स इज बेसिकली यहाँ पे 60 है, यहाँ पे 100 है. सो 40 का गैप है. सो 40 गर्ल्स ज्यादा होने चाहिए कंपेयर टू बॉयज, विच बेसिकली मीन 60 एंड 20 होना चाहिए. सो द गर्ल्स टू बॉय शुड बी 3:1. राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल हाइपोटेन्यूज 73 इन रेडियस 15 इज गिवन, फाइंड द एरिया ऑफ द ट्राइंगल. ठीक है. Right angle triangle with hypotenuse 73 and in radius 15. So there is one thing, r into s is equal to this thing is there, and we also know that a plus b minus c by 2 is equal to in radius. So let's see, a plus b minus c divided by 2 is equal to the in radius, to 15 है, and c is the hypotenuse. So a plus b minus 73 is equal to 30. So a plus b is equal to 103. अभी अपने को दो साइड्स ऐसे चाहिए जैसे जिससे उनका रेशियो, मतलब जो भी है स्क्वायर्स को ऐड करेंगे तो 73 का स्क्वायर आता है. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट इज 73 स्क्वायर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. सो 73 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 73 इज गोइंग टू बी इक्वल टू 5329. ओके. मेरे को दो नंबर्स चाहिए जिनके स्क्वायर्स को ऐड करेंगे तो अपने को 5329 मिलेगा. ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर इज दिस, एंड ए प्लस बी इज 103. A plus b the whole square is going to be a square plus b square. 5329 plus 2ab equals 10609. 10609 minus 5329 equals 5280. 5280 divided by half into a to b ना 4 करेंगे तो आंसर आ जाएगा अपने को 1320. should be the answer, I don't know. Let's see. Yash is traveling from Alwar to Jaipur. He departs at 8 a.m. After covering 30 kilometers, engine malfunction, 4/5 हो गया. He continues and arrives 45 minutes late. 45 kilometer instead 36 minutes late. So for every 48 kilometers extra traveled, 9 minutes का time save हो रहा है. 45 करने के लिए 36 into sorry 48 into 5 करेंगे. 48 5s are 240. 240 plus 30, I think it's 270. It's a typical question. I hope I'm getting this right. Regular polygon with n sides has 209 diagonals. Okay, so many diagonals. N into n minus 3 by 2 is 209. 209 क्या होता है? 11 का मल्टीपल है ना कुछ तो. So 2 into 209. So 209 is 11 का multiple. 11 ones are 19s are 11 into 19 into 2. I think this is 22 into 19. N is 22 sides. Another regular polygon is drawn with 43 sides. What is the value of exterior angle of the regular polygon with 2n plus 1 sides? Exterior angle. Hmm. N into n minus 3 by 2 is 209. N into n minus 3 is 2 into 11 into 19. 22 into 11. N should be 22. So 22 are 44 plus 1, 45 sides. So 360 by 45 will be 8. Correct? Yeah. Okay, what did we do here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions. 7 questions नहीं किए हम लोग. देखते कुछ easy है तो. ये थोड़ा मैक्सिमम मिनिमम लग रहा है. Let's not get into this. What is this? 40% of a liquid, 240 in total, evaporates 24 days. How many moon days will take 50% to evaporate? Evaporation 8 times slower. तो 24 into 8 days में होना चाहिए ideally, but 30 moon days है. So 24 into 8 divided by 30. 24 24 into 30. 24 into 30 into 8. Okay. And this is 50% of the same liquid. So I'm assuming into 5 by 4 kind of a thing. 5 6s are 30. It's going to be a very ugly answer. 576 into 8. कुछ तो random answer आ रहा है. Let's see. 4608. Not sure. 12th question. Two largest divisors is this. What will be the sum of all the factors of n? I have no idea about this. I'll mark some 500 here. Not sure. This is definitely wrong. Shirt making factory. Integral multiple, a total number of is less than 1200, 2700. कुछ तो क्या question क्या है? Original efficiency. Shirts produced in a day. I don't know. 20. 14th ठीक है. 15th ठीक है. 16th भी ठीक है. 4th भी ठीक है. So nothing else that we can do here. We have marked, guessed some stuff. Let's see. Overall, not very happy with the performance. So I think DLR में if we get positive marks, then I should be happy. And so I'll tell you what I think about the test. Then we will see what the score looks like. I'll try to predict whatever I've done. I was not very happy with the VARC part. So VARC के अंदर I'm not sure how many we have attempted as well. I don't think we attempted one RC. बाकी सब कुछ attempt किया था. So I think 18 attempt अगर किए थे, I will be glad to get us 11 correct, 7 wrong kind of a thing. It was very dicey. मतलब very few questions जहाँ पे I can confidently say कि ये पक्का right है करके. So I'm looking at a score of what 33 and 7 निकाल दो 26 पकड़ लो यहाँ पे. DILR was disastrous. I don't know what I did in DILR. I should be getting some 3 or 4 marks in DILR I think. And Quant के अंदर I think we attempted some 14, 15 questions genuinely. I'm assuming 12 correct, 3 wrong kind of a thing. So 33 marks को जाने चाहिए. So I'm looking at an overall score of somewhere around 60 marks in this test. But it was pretty tough. Let's see. ठीक है, let's see what I got from where will I see this? Let me just check once. Hide my this thing so that I can show you the entire screen. ठीक है, this is what the screen looks like. अभी देखते हैं क्या क्या है. But yeah, it was basically you should not feel bad about whatever has happened. That was the takeaway here. So fine, मतलब whatever I get, I get. It doesn't matter what the score is or what this thing is. Okay, I don't know how to see yeah, this is basically what it looks like. Yep. So 70 is the score. As I said, DILR, we got two correct, two incorrect. I should have spent more time on that party wala set, but then it required a larger canvas to draw the entire thing. So fine. 16 incorrect. Sorry, overall is 16. Yeah, 13 correct, 5 incorrect. So 38 here. And 5 here, 66 percentile, I think is still a much bigger number than what I was expecting here. And verbal 11 correct, 9 correct, as I said. Quite a few questions. I was not very certain of what happens. But it was a tough mock. 90 don't think is deserved, to be very honest, considering the DI performance. Let's see where we went wrong and what we did. So this interface is like pretty new to me. So I'll just check once. We can figure something out. Okay. Whether you would like to reattempt all the questions by default? No, not all questions. But let's see. आरसी के अंदर वी टुक 290.691 seconds. मतलब कितना 4 साढ़े 4 मिनट 5 minutes mostly we read it. The difficulty level was hard and I think we got it. So social media platforms have consistently maintained their commitments to absolute free speech. Acha. So I think it is within quotes. So maybe it is meant to be a sarcastic remark. So let's see what we have been told. Maybe this is the one there. ज़्यादा भी नहीं है. Shift from unrestricted free speech to more content moderation. Yeah, I couldn't understand this at all. I don't know. Maybe a concept gap. ठीक है. Oh, sorry. I'm marking it for someone else. So sorry about that. But ठीक है. So what about the next one? How do we go to the next one? Go to the next one like this. Do we get an entire view of all the questions somehow? इधर मिलेगा अपने को देखने के लिए. Yeah, this is where we can see this. ठीक है. Second question. What did we do? We got it right. चलो, we got it right and did we get it easy भी था. ठीक है. So I think this was fine. I thought that this passage was manageable. Overall अगर देखते हैं तो what is the primary concern of the author? I think this was a very manageable passage except maybe for the first question and it reflects in the attempt as well. Even ये वाला I think easy ही यहाँ पे grade किया गया है difficulty. 64 seconds have been spent. So that was fine. Let's look at question 4. Question 4 में क्या चल रहा है? Easy question ही था. We spent 73 seconds which was fine. 5, 6, 7, 8 में दो गड़बड़ कर दिए. Comic book वाला it was anyway difficult. So I just marked it at the end. I got slightly desperate and marked a few things here and there at the end. So that was what it looked like. VA can I can see 4 correct, 4 wrong, which is okay I think in this test. So 5 look like this. क्या गड़बड़ कर दिया यहाँ पे? Let's see. The following statements would Paul Hirsch. Yeah, many of the statements I think were fine. But the problem was Paul Hirsch ने WWB के बारे में बात ही नहीं किया था. So maybe that was not what we were talking about. So let's see if there is something else that we can think about. No, I can't think about anything here. It started to use the. This is also fine. Progressive and positive message दे रहे थे वो last में because one of the answers I marked this. That positive message दे रहे थे करके. That was what I marked. Very few books change their storylines to introduce adult content after the Second World War. If true would not weaken. If true would strengthen. 3 would strengthen, 1 would weaken. Oh, is this the answer? Yeah, I thought of something which is true. So it commissioned comics promoting peace and all national reserve. This I should have marked because यहाँ पे बोला क्या है ना that उनको बोलते थे कि मतलब the people who were there GIs को teach करने के लिए था ये. ठीक है. And then what happened यहाँ पे मतलब it was मतलब borderline racist or it was not exactly friendly in a way. Yeah, this I should have got right. Carefully if I would have read I should have got this one right. 7 8 तो दोनों right हो गए. देखिए कोई point नहीं है. नाइन्थ देखते हैं. नाइन्थ तो भी नाइन्थ 10th 11th 12th we didn't attempt at all. ठीक है. But it was a nice set. I think we could have maybe squeezed this passage in somehow. This was a nice passage to read, but आगे तो मतलब it was very difficult to ये very very difficult to answer these questions. Yeah, अब इसमें ना ये वाले के जगह पे I think it should have been the other one. Um, this one maybe. Yeah, because that's what the passage says. So I should have marked this, but ठीक है, fine. 15. Benefits of having a female physician appear to be the greatest for female patients. It is challenging to determine. No idea about this. Some guess. Would not have been able to think about this. During the test, तो definitely no. बाद में शायद हो सकता था. 16 17 क्या मिला अपने को? दोनों पैरा नहीं, दोनों पैरा समरी राइट हो गया. Sorry, 16 was right. 17 देखते हैं. 17 was a पैरा समरी. पैरा समरी was right. This was I think spot on. रीजनिंग भी ठीक था. अब यहाँ पे क्या था? Acceptable to reject a theory when a better supported alternative is empirically proved. I thought this was right. I don't know. Theory of mind can be rejected as historically we have discarded explanatory line. Maybe this is the one because mind की यहाँ पे बात ही नहीं की गई है. Maybe that was the answer. Yep. 19th अगर देखते हैं. My answer is 4321. But to supply a singular goal may not sound groundbreaking. ठीक है. However, too much accommodation also carries risks. Too much accommodation क्या होता है? I couldn't really place this. मतलब कहीं पे मैं कुछ दिखाई नहीं क्या है इसमें. How could I have done it any differently? To supply a singular goal may not sound groundbreaking. Trying to hold on to the absolute global dominance that America has enjoyed since the end of the Cold War in 1990 will be hugely expensive. However, too much वाला भी नहीं आएगा इसके अंदर. But considering this, it is paramount that this thing. ठीक है. 4-2 I can still say might be a better link. 4-2. Okay. 3-4-2. 3-4-2-1 maybe. I don't know. Yeah. 3-2-4-1 rather. Supply इधर से start होता है. 3 supply singular goal is fine. 2 considering this thing paramount clarity against its regarding its goals, trying to hold on to the almost absolute global dominance, and however too much accommodation. Would not have guessed even now. 21. I was not sure of this. 5 क्या था मैंने? I think I don't know. 3 है क्या आंसर? 4 है आंसर. Couldn't have guessed. 22. Mice and rats का था. I said 5. Today somewhere ये वाला. However, the mouse's modern prevalence was not guaranteed. 5-4. The early supply and this. क्या 2 नहीं आंसर? 3 नहीं आंसर. Further cemented in the latter half of genetic engineering. That's what I thought. Genetic engineering technologies के अंदर, but they still would require mice or rats ना for this thing. That's why I thought कि 3 should be a part of the passage. Fine. This is interesting. इसका क्या आंसर था? वी मार्क 4 देन 5 देन 4 9 वी मार्क बिकॉज आई थिंक 5 भी शायद पॉसिबल हो सकता था. मे बी दैट वाज द थिंग दैट आई मिस्ड. बट डिफिकल्ट as is mentioned here. We took a lot of time. 492 seconds we took. मतलब कितना 8 minutes we took for this one. That was very painful. 35 35 the third set. This we got. Nicely we solved it. Very happily we solved it. Okay. So this we got. Rank मिल गया. इसके आगे का नहीं पता. I'll have to check the solution. Some question has also been asked. Let's see. I have no idea about this. बट आई थिंक इसको कर सकते थे. दिस वाज अ नाइस क्वेश्चन. दिस शुड हैव बीन डन. थोड़ा अगर इफ आई वुड हैव मे बी अगेन from my side, I should have prioritized this and should have done this over anything else. One, but two, if I had a broader canvas, then I would have more space to do this. So दोनों तरीके से मेरे को फायर मतलब आई शुड हैव डन समथिंग इन दिस रिगार्ड. 37 अपना गलत हो गया बिकॉज 37 38 आई मार्क द सेम आंसर बाय द. तो यहाँ पे टू पार्ले जी एड्स के बीच में 4 बोला है ना मैंने, तो यहाँ पे 3 आंसर आ गया. हाउ कम इट वाज 3? 4 एंड 6 था ना. 3 4. Oh, 1 2 5 and 6. It should have been an odd number. I didn't think about it. I thought even number है. So 1 3 and 4 and 6 था basically. So basically 1 2 अगर है या 3 4 अगर है and 1 2 है and 5 6 अगर है, then that would have given you a gap of 3 because 3 4 then 1 2 5 and then 6. So 4 and 6 are separated by an odd number. That I didn't think of. I thought of an even number for some reason. बट ठीक है, दिस दिस आई कुड हैव डन. ये क्या किया था यहाँ पे, क्या किया ये तो पता नहीं व्हाट. 30 देखते एक बार. आई आई थिंक दिस वाज पॉसिबल. वी वर ऑलमोस्ट देयर टिल द टाइम वी वेरंट राइट. सो देखते हैं टेक्स्ट में क्या दिया हुआ है. ये सब दिया हुआ है. एक्स एक्स वाज फाइन. वी गॉट 30 एंड समथिंग वी गॉट. लेट्स सी. y इक्वल टू 0 में पॉसिबल नहीं था. 10 नहीं था. 20 नहीं था. 30 नहीं था. 40 x 40 y 50. y कैनॉट बी 50. 40 10 एंड 50 40. 40 10 एंड 20. एक बार अपना देख लेते हैं ये वाला. 40 10 एंड 20. लेट्स सी. आई जस्ट शेयर इट अगेन. जस्ट ब्रिंग इट टू टॉप. इस पे एक बार देखते हैं व्हाट डिड वी डू हियर. दिस वन. 30 and 10 is what we got. Point 2 z is 4. Z should have been 20. 6 आता. 3 कैसे आता फिर यहाँ पे? 3 नहीं आ सकता था ना. समथिंग आई डिड some funny business some. This was 2. This was 8. तो 10 चला गया. 9 आता है. This was 0.2y कहाँ से आ गया? 0.3y है ना. 0.3y प्लस 0.1z आना चाहिए था. और मे बी आई मार्क्ड इट. सॉरी. 0.2y प्लस 0.3z शुड हैव बीन इक्वल टू 9. 0.2y प्लस 0.3z तो 9 नहीं आ रहा. नहीं, समथिंग आई मेस्ड अप समवेयर. Oh, did you see what I missed? Okay. So, transparency is 0.1. I happily took policies as 0.1. Popularity is 0.2. I happily took this as 0.3. And policies is zero point 0.3. I took it as 0.1. Trustworthiness is zero point 0.4. That we took correctly. That's why it led to a big disaster. That's why the values were not matching. I should have read this properly. Oh, yeah, that is the problem that was there. I think at this point in time, I got so rattled because we couldn't figure out first and the fourth sets. That maybe because of that, I didn't really read it properly. But chalo, a hat tip for all of you. Whenever you get these kind of things, इसको assume मत करना कि it is basically in the same order as this is. So nice trap. I like this. Good trap. This should have been. I should have seen this. तो शायद थोड़ा बन जाता, शायद कुछ होता again. Then we can go on and on, right? But yeah, I didn't read it properly. My bad. ठीक है. लास्ट सेट तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया करना क्या कर. I could see 15 things are 16 things are possible. So I thought maybe a four factor Venn diagram would be the thing that needed to be done. ओ इट नीडेड टू बी डन राइट, डार्क नट्स 6 पीस एंड डोमेस्टिक, तो क्या होता है उससे, डार्क नट्स 6 पीस एंड डोमेस्टिक, मिल्क चॉकलेट्स आर नॉट इम्पोर्टेड। हाँ दैट्स व्हाट आई थॉट ना, तो 16 आते जहां पे भी, तो वहां पे भी वी स्टार्ट थिंकिंग अबाउट दिस। नाइस वेन डायग्राम, आई ट्राई, हैव टू ट्राई दिस इज अ नाइस क्वेश्चन, विल ट्राई दिस, मतलब आई विल ट्राई दिस लेटर, ठीक है, फॉर नाउ एवरीथिंग वेंट ऑरी, दिस वाज फाइन। 47 में क्या गड़बड़ कर दिया, 1/13 वाज रॉन्ग, हाउ कम, दिस वाज परफेक्टली ओके, a प्लस b प्लस c प्लस d प्लस f, 10 आना चाहिए था, 6 आना चाहिए था, 11c5 परफेक्ट, 15c5, क्या गड़बड़ कर दिया फिर यहाँ पे, we made some calculation mistake somewhere, let me see क्या calculation mistake था, you have to calculate this, let me just go through it once, 11c5 15c5, 11 10 9 8 7 15 14 13 12 11, 11 कैंसिल हो गया, वेरी गुड, 10 कैंसिल कर दिया, 5 2 जार 5 3 जार, 4 2 जार 4 3 जार 3 9 कैंसिल कर दिया, 7 2 जार 14, 1/13, आई थिंक आई कैंसिल 7 एंड 14 कैंसिल कर दिया, नहीं, ये 2 कैंसिल किया ना, ठीक है, लेट मी जस्ट चेक दिस वंस, 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 एंड 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 11, ठीक है, दोनों जगह पे डिवाइड बाय 5 फैक्टोरियल आएगा, 10 फैक्टोरियल वहां पे चला गया है एंड 6 फैक्टोरियल यहाँ पे चला गया है, सो नाउ इफ यू लुक एट इट यू विल गेट 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 7 2s are 14, 12 6s are 72, 11 11, and this 2 3s are 6, oh 1/13, something I missed somewhere, fine, but the idea was correct, idea was not wrong, that is a good part, okay, then let's see, 48 नहीं किया हम लोगों ने, आई थिंक टू पेनफुल, हाँ हार्ड था, ठीक है, गुड दैट वी लेफ्ट इट, बाकी ठीक था। 53 में क्या हुआ, 4608, सम रैंडम थिंग आई रोट, आई डोंट नो व्हाट द आंसर वाज, लेट्स सी, द आंसर वाज 7200, ठीक है, हैव टू सॉल्व दिस, ये टीटा लगा के मैंने मार्क किया, तो आई वुड नॉट हैव डन इट, दिस इज डेफिनेटली नॉट करेक्ट, 504, oh I was very close, 12, so 1 and 11 perfect, so two largest divisors are n by 1 and n by 11, hmm. Oh, I didn't see this. N by 1 and n by 11. So n should be the one, n by 11 होना चाहिए. Oh, right. I didn't understand this. Oh, I'm so bad at this. 1 and 11 will be the bottom two. So top two should be complements of that. Should have got this. Should have got this. 57. ये भी guess ही था because it was a theta. I just guessed it. 3 the answer. I have no clue about this. But difficult. This one I could have done, but calculator लगता divided by 1.1, 1.1, 1.1 square, 1.1 cube. This I figured out. ये करना है करके. तो ये पूरा मिल जाएगा, देन यू हैव टू डू 5 years, ये बहुत इसमें मेहनत कैलकुलेशन था, वुड नॉट हैव वांटेड टू डू दिस। 59 में क्या चल रहा है, अभी एंड बिरजू, ओके आई डिड समथिंग फनी हियर, आई डिडंट डू इट ना, आई डिडंट डू इट एट ऑल बिकॉज आई ट्राई टू डू दिस, इसमें यू हैव टू यूज दैट रिलेटिव स्पीड कॉन्सेप्ट, इट्स अ नाइस क्वेश्चन टाइप बाय द वे, सो जस्ट सी इफ यू आर एबल टू डू इट, सो रिलेटिव स्पीड इज गोइंग टू बी सम ऑफ दोस थिंग्स, तो वो हैट और एक पर्सन वाला एक क्वेश्चन, इट्स अ वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन, सो इट वाज बेस्ड ऑन द सेम लॉजिक आई थिंक। This I didn't know what needed to be done. I just knew that X is 20%. Is X 20%? 50%. Yeah, 50, नहीं 51 is okay. Sorry. No, I didn't get this. I have to try this. Then the 2020 वाला logic will not. All these were fine. 65 गलत हो गया. पर ये कैसे गलत कर दिया? Let me just think about it once. 45 minutes late. ना, so 9 minutes late corresponds to 9 minutes is 48. So 48 into 5 plus 30. 20 हो गया. 30 किलोमीटर किया. 45 minutes late. Oh, after 48 minutes. 40, I thought 40 minutes further from there. So 18 minutes का gap है. So there's a shortcut to this, by the way. 18 मिनट्स कवर करेंगे तो 9 मिनट्स, मतलब सो बेसिकली अगर 30 की जगह पे 48 पे होता, सो 18 मिनट्स यू हैव ट्रैवल्ड एट योर नॉर्मल स्पीड, सो 18 किलोमीटर्स यू हैव ट्रैवल्ड एट योर नॉर्मल स्पीड, तो 18 किलोमीटर्स अगर नॉर्मल स्पीड पे करते तो मैं 9 मिनट्स बचा रहा हूँ, मेरे को 45 मिनट्स बचा रहे हैं. सो 90 मिनट्स, 90 किलोमीटर्स आई शुड हैव ट्रैवल्ड एट द नॉर्मल स्पीड एंड 30 किलोमीटर्स पहले का 90 प्लस 30 इज 120. इवन दैट यू कैन डू, दैट्स अ शॉर्टकट. So you can use that shortcut as well to solve this. Fine. Okay. So I think that was what it looked like. Not exactly a very happy attempt, but still then 95 percentile I think is something that saves grace. The takeaway in this particular test is very important takeaway. Even if you have not done well at a particular or on a particular section, don't feel disheartened, don't feel bad. Don't let it affect your performance in the next section. So if you look at it, my quant performance was much better than the performance in LRDI, right? And that was purely because I didn't give up at that point in time. I could have easily matlab, let go and not done anything, and maybe it would not have mattered a lot, honestly. But then again, after this, if you can do this, then I think it's a good thing. So whenever you get stuck like this, the overall outcome is that you should be happy with your effort. I am happy with the effort that I put in and got the score that I got today, right? If I would have given up in section 3, would have just been like कि ठीक है यार, मतलब section 2 में कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, 1 का मुझे पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है, तो 3 में let's go, आराम से कर लेते हैं, धीरे धीरे करेंगे. If I would have got into that, I would not have been happy with the effort, right? I can proudly say that I continued, persisted till the very last second, solved all the questions that I could, and that I think is a big win for me in this particular test. And if you have gone through this, I'm sure a lot of you would have gone through these kind of situations where you would have messed up one or the other section. This is sort of a master class in how to salvage the situation towards the end and end up with a respectable percentile. That is the whole idea behind this. I would like to see what the topper has done here. So I don't know if we can see the performance. Let me just see if it's possible to do it. नहीं तो we will basically be done. ठीक है. So ये तो 10 था. View score तो we did already. इसमें ही आता है ना. Alright. So I don't know if the toppers list is available. ठीक है. Fine. Fair enough. Doesn't matter. ठीक है. So yeah, we have something here. Yeah, 183 is crazy. Not really something that I would be very happy with. But ठीक है, मतलब 94 is a realistic score that I can see, right? And 94 अपने बन जाते हैं. थोड़ा सा अगर DI में if you would have been slightly prudent, ना, I would have been slightly prudent. 94 अपना easily आ जाता है यहाँ पे. तो at least a rank 2 should have been realistically possible. But fair enough. It was a nice, fine test. You have to be well versed with these kind of tests as well. I'm not saying this is benchmark of CAT and CAT. Slightly more difficult compared to what CAT looks like. But you have to go through these kind of tests as well, so that you know what to do if you come across a difficult section, right? So that was basically the point of this. I hope all of you had fun watching this attempt, and all of you learned something today. And yeah, so that on that note, I think we will close this session. Thank you everybody for turning up. And in case there's something that you need more clarity on, do put it in the comment section to this video, and I'll try to resolve it by replying to your comment. Also, stay subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you like this video in case you thought that it was a good attempt, and share it with all your friends whom you think would benefit from this particular endeavor. All right, chalo. So thank you everyone for turning up. Have a great weekend ahead of you. I'll see all of you again on Monday with the daily drill. So till then.